Alrighty, hello everyone and welcome to another episode of the Keutz podcast. Got a great episode for you lined up. Got an interview with MAST, talking about previous majors, some of best of all of them. Got an interview with Keutz podcast esports very own Dura and Ryzuul, talking about their experiences at Floating Point.
Double interview.
Interview. How lucky are you guys? And you'll probably notice, show's looking a little bit different. Informal is the new formal. We've thrown away the suits.
Let's just stop being fake.
This is the real us.
You've seen the real us.
This is what you get on this show, is 100% real.
Honesty.
And it's what we try and push. We also have a third co-host. I don't know if it's more of the highest power in the podcast. Sitting on the desk is the bell. Now, I've completely stolen this from the Hamish and Andy podcast, but the bell is now the highest authority in the podcast. It goes Jared, Christian, me a little bit above Christian, the bell. It's off screen. The bell.
It's like up, you can't see it, but like, yeah.
It's that high authority. Essentially, the bell signifies the end of a segment. It's going to help this flow a little bit better. And
if I just pushed it now, would you be forced to move on?
Well, if it's an accidental push,
what if I'm deliberately doing it?
That's a bit rude. Okay, we're doing the intro.
Don't abuse it.
I don't think the intro needs a bell.
Nah.
I think we just move on. Speaking of moving on, Christian and me, we are indulging in a little bet. Now,
so we're doing these things, recurring segments.
Yes.
On the old potty now, and Keutz has brought forward a brilliant idea to me.
I saw a TikTok which was essentially like, would you rather spend a year in prison or the amount of time it takes you to solve a Rubik's Cube? And I brought this question up to Christian, go, mate, Rubik's Cube any day of the week.
It can't take a year.
Which is
if you don't know, it can't take that long.
Which then sparked a discussion, because apparently, by the way, neither of us know anything about Rubik's Cube.
No, this is the whole thing, is we don't know how to solve a Rubik's Cube
apparently,
whatsoever.
There's algorithms and resources you need to solve a Rubik's Cube.
Have you done any research?
Dead ass, no.
Yeah, cool. Neither. Nah, nothing.
Dead ass?
Dead ass.
And now, this is where we've set up a little bet. We have no idea what's going on about a Rubik's Cube, and we're both going to get a Rubik's Cube, jumble it up for each other, and whoever solves it first gets to be crowned the more
cognitively inclined co-host.
Thank you for taking that over. I was scared to pronounce cognitively. Cognitively. It's harder cognitively. Look, if I win,
I do have a leg up on the competition.
I will be the smarter co-host.
By the sounds of it.
If I win and I can't pronounce my title,
I don't think about it.
But yeah, so we'll be giving you updates about this. But this podcast, we'll let you know when the cubes have been bought.
We'll do a little short, surely. Right?
We'll probably be taking these to Cheese to try to figure it out. But now
Stay tuned.
Now this is a warning to everyone. We don't want you to tell us how to solve a Rubik's Cube. We don't want you coming up to us, giving us hints. This is a journey Christian and me have to walk alone.
It's like spoiling a movie. You're just on side. If you go you should do blah, blah, blah.
You would only be hurting yourself and us if you told us anything, because we don't want to know anything. Call us Green Day, the way... Sorry. I'm trying to mix...
No, this is good.
Boulevard of Broken Dreams... I walk this lonely road. No, don't sing it. We'll probably get copyright striked.
Get a grip, mate.
So that's the Rubik's Cube bet. All right, so stay tuned. We'll probably do a short about it. But up next, another reoccurring segment, the news segment, Keutz podcast news. We'll probably figure out a better name than that. So first, breaking news.
Oz Smash news.
We'll
workshop it. Yeah, we'll workshop it.
Your guiders of truth and facts to what's going on in the Osmash scene. To start us off, let's just go over the big winners in the Osmash scene.
Whoa. Can we move to the studio first, or what?
Oh, yeah, let's move to the new studio.
I think I would love to move to the studio.
Bear with us, please. We are moving into the new studio. And welcome to the Keutz podcast new studio. Not bad at all.
It's all right. Nice and cozy.
Thanks for bearing with us.
What a view, by the way.
Wow, look at the city behind us. Wow.
Yeah, that's all right. We grinded for this view. That's so dumb, actually. Oh, my God.
7 news wishes they had it like the KC podcast.
Anyways, let's just start the news.
Going over some big wins that have occurred in the Oz Smash scene. This is going from...
Just the major tournaments, I feel like, the major victories.
Tournaments that happened that maybe you've been a bit unaware of. Starting off with the Game Expo. Ghost Steve taking first place. There's Joshua Francis.
There he is, mate.
Up next, BAM12. Dura taking out the first place prize.
Iconic. Great commentary for top 8, by the way.
Great commentary for top 8. Up next, Floating Point. Kanaji.
Yes.
The young fella taking a stab at setting his own... His own... His own, like... Not journey, his own... What's it called when you're like on your own path?
Yeah, okay, he's like blazing his own path. What do you mean?
I don't know. He's going on his own. He's not in the shadow of Strix anymore.
Oh, he's like a maverick. He's going his own way.
Kanaji the Maverick. Proving his worth at
students are passing the master.
And finally, probably the most important
one. How did
one.
you get lost in those woods there, mate?
I don't know.
Anyways.
Most important one, the South Australian Weekly VAC tournament number 116. John Bumbo taking first place after a rough placements of 4th, 8th, 5th. He's finally got the guts to take home the medal.
Massive congrats. Let's just
well
put our
done,
hands
John.
together. Just little golf clap. John Bumbo. Finally done it. We're all rooting for you, man. Respond to my DM.
Proving to all the older people of the scene that, hey, you can still do it.
Absolutely.
And look good doing it.
What a photo, mate.
Up next in the news, WA, specifically the FGC community, was blessed by a couple of WWE wrestlers.
This is still insane to me.
These boys, on the left is Kofi, and on the right is Austin Creed, and in the middle is Hexenix, EP's head TO.
Who also happens to be a massive wrestling fan.
He's hell into it.
When I first found out about that, I was like, oh, Hex like somehow got an in with these guys and like invited them over. No, pure coincidence.
By the way, Hex is not only a TO at like Smash Tours, he also umpires like wrestling matches.
Yeah. What?
It's perfect, mate. And so this bloke on the left, Kofi, on Twitter has 2.2 million followers, and Austin Creed on the right has 850k followers. Like, these are not small names.
Star power.
And this is their followers on Twitter. Imagine what it's like on Instagram. It's unbelievable. But they did attend the Pika event, however, did not show their face at the Smash event.
Interesting.
Which is, got everyone sort of scratching their heads. You know, we're pretty cool fellas. We don't bite.
Or you chuck a platform in, so it's a different game.
We also got good content creators, it's like, come say g'day, maybe we can blow you up.
Do a collab.
With 2.2 million followers on Twitter.
Unreal.
Make it 2.20010, Speaking of Escape Portal, though, more in sad news. Escape Portal has had its final event for Smash Ultimate. They have closed the doors on this community due to finance. Sorry. No, they've done great. Shout outs to Brad. He has been hosting this event with no financial benefit to himself for years. And it's probably been it's the best weekly we've had. It's like the venue, there's food nearby, they have monitors, setups, adapters. It's been great. It's been static $10. But unfortunately, it's had to stop. It's had to stop. It's had to stop.
Had to stop, yeah.
Bit heartbreaking, but hey, Christian, when a chapter ends in a book, what happens after? Boom, new chapter. And I've already announced this on my Twitter, but Jared, myself, Jack, the KOS team, we're going to be starting a new South of the River Weekly, so stay tuned for that. Putting our heads together, trying to get something going, because, this community, mate, we can't leave them hanging.
That photo is so good. Yeah, can I just say, what a beautifully written eulogy you did for Escape Portal, mate.
Oh, thank you so much.
So many memories made. My old camera roll on my old phone, I just had to scroll through and I'm going to be completely honest. I did shed a tear.
Yeah, same. I cried when I was riding it, and I was shocked.
That's
I was
so
crying.
sweet, yeah.
Because if you know me, I don't cry.
I repress all my feelings.
I just like every white British man, I push it down so far. But that did make me shed one tear.
Just a single one?
It was the part where I wrote in the document that I could call that like my home. And it really just like family. It mustered like a tear, and I was
You
like,
actually just don't get it unless you've like, been to these events.
Because like eating dinner is a very like familial thing, you do it with your family. And we've done it every Wednesday.
It's tradition, mate.
In the back of a ute at the GYG benches while the workers are telling us to go. And then now in front of a shopping centre where raid bosses pass every time.
Oh my God.
And you just clutch to your loved ones, while you're trying to down your Big Mac. By the way, just remembered when the raid boss came up to my GYG bag that I just eaten, and so we're sitting there. I've eaten my food. I'm happy. I've eaten my food. Raid boss comes up, empty Guzman bag, and he just goes, puts his hand in, goes, rips it out, opens it up. It's nothing there, and then just bumps me as he walks away. Do you remember that, Jared?
Yeah, that was fun.
It was weird. It was very strange. I was like, oh, okay, mate.
All right, sure. Fair play.
But yeah, thank you so much to all the EP staff, to Hex, to Mr. Alt, to Brad, to
my
community.
God.
What a sensational event. If you are interested in reading my eulogy, it is on my Twitter. I sum it up quite well there. Speaking of Perth Smash again.
Ooh.
Perth Smash, in good news, has finally released its top 20 ranking.
Oh my God.
For the April-June period.
What month are we in right now?
October. So there is another ranking that needs to come out.
Awesome.
But really proud of this ranking. Will is new on the panel. Has done an excellent job with the artwork. In the sense of the games. Probably a lot of
cool. Yeah.
Big on the trending.
Yeah.
We could just go so much into this.
Anyways,
Christian, you got 16th, man. That's
I
all
did.
right.
Yeah, it's pretty. Yeah, cool.
Do you have any? Moving on from the news. Thank you for joining us this afternoon on the news. Christian, not wanting to get into it. Up next.
Like, what are we even? What are we doing?
You've rang the bell, mate.
It's like a top.
You've rang the bell, mate.
Okay. It's so boring. Anyways,
I've already looked at this.
I don't even know what I'm ringing the bell for. What are we going to next?
Up next, we've got an interview with Connor. We will be discussing. It's like we're going on over all the majors post-COVID, and we've got different categories. Like the after party, the venue, the top eights. And we're going over each major and picking like our favourites from each and almost making like a Frankenstein event. And just kind of like...
The theoretical perfect post-COVID event.
Exactly. And we're just kind of like sort of, taking a stroll down memory lane of what everyone did right, And there's no real winners here. It's just sort of... like I said, a celebration of what's come.
Yeah,
especially
honestly.
with more majors in the future.
We've had some great tournaments. Can I just say that? Like, I feel like I've not had a bad major.
No,
I don't even know what a bad major looks like, mate.
Let me put it this way, Christian. There's a reason why when a major rolls around,
they just keep...
I'm spending over $1,000 for flights and accommodation alone.
They just keep roping us back in. And we're going to Big Cheese.
My parents could not wordboard that information out of me, actually. Every flight to them is $500 return.
Yep.
Anyways,
absolutely. Did you book your flights yet?
They were booked yesterday.
How much?
These are less than a week away from Big Cheese.
Just be dead ass right now. How much?
840. Today is the 6th. Big Cheese. I'm leaving in.
You booked your
6
flights
days.
like
5 days.
6 days in advance.
Yeah.
Nice.
840 return.
Anyways, yes, we brought on local expert and no life degen Connor. Goes to everything.
They shout out to Connor's parents for paying for most of those trips. And
really?
No.
Okay.
We'll get the boys' insights on that one. We'll see you boys back in the studio.
Oh, you get to meet again?
Team.
$5.
Connor,
I need to see it happen.
can you shut the fuck up for a second?
Sit.
We've invited our great friend Connor, aka MAST, a bit of an expert
rep himself
on the past 2 years of what's been going on. Are you talking, Keutz?
I was.
You
My bad.
to be fair, you do normally take the
Yeah,
intro, but
no.
I thought,
I usually do the intros, and you've just strung armed me. But hey, this is
no,
nice.
I thought maybe it could be good for me to take my turn. But if you would like to,
No,
please
be
go
my
ahead.
guest.
Be my guest.
It's the
No,
Keutz
you be
and Chef
my guest
podcast.
actually.
It's the Keutz and
Okay.
Chef podcast.
My name comes before your name.
Yeah.
Fine, go. Whatever.
Alrighty, guys. We will be starting our sub of best segments for majors. We've got Connor Kincaid on the line. Connor, mate, ahoy. How you going?
I'm great, mate. How are you?
I'm doing wonderful. I'm joined here with my beautiful co-host, Christian Chef Curry. How you going, mate?
Hello, ahoy. Is
You're
that
good
what
at
we
it.
say now? Is that what we say now? Okay.
Ahoy? I don't know. Definitely just
saying
ripped
it.
that off the Hamish and Andy podcast. But
Oh my God.
you know, we've come here together and we're going to talk about the summer best of each major. You know, we've got a few categories here. We've got the best venue, the best after party, top 8. You name it, we've probably got it on the list. And we've brought everyone's favorite no life smasher, Connor, to give us like all the extra info we missed out when we couldn't go to the majors.
I think I have got quite a life outside of Smash, if you ask me, right?
But you also got a life very much involved in Smash.
I
You've been to
do.
what? You've been to every major, basically, right?
I have been to every single major.
So you're the expert. Then we brought on the perfect guest. No,
Yeah. Still yet to.
don't take it as an insult. It's actually a compliment, man.
Is
you
it?
are the guy.
Oh my gosh.
You remember you're the puppeteer guy.
Finally,
Post-COVID, have you attended every major?
I have attended every single major. Or just making sure the list of majors I've got written here. It's
Okay.
Pissmas, Big Cheese 3, Floating Point, Phantom, The Action, both BAMs, 12 and 13, and the Game Expo.
I swear to God, if he mentions the Rambat, dude. I swear to God.
Oh, and I would say to include the Queensland Rambat that started it all post-COVID, by the way. And we are talking about post-COVID, is that right, boys? Just
Post-COVID majors was the category.
Post-COVID majors,
Yeah,
yes.
majors.
Yeah, majors.
I don't
major
know.
events.
I feel like 30
Not-
interstaters coming to a Rambat. That sounds like a major to me. 100
How many
people.
how
Sounds
many
like a
Victorians were
mini
there?
Sorry,
How many interstaters were? How many Victorians were there? Sorry.
I think half the interstaters were Victorian. Just like every major, by the way. But we don't talk about that. So
Connor trying to continue to push the Victorian agenda on our podcast.
just spit
First of all,
facts.
how dare you? Second of all, going into the first topic, the pre-locals of the majors is the first one we will be ranking.
Yep.
Connor, mate, pre-locals, what have you put down? Have you done your homework?
I have done my homework. In fact,
By the
It's
way,
not-
he was
you know-
doing his homework. Like he's like lining up out front of the classroom, and the teacher's walking down. He's doing his homework. He's copying off his mate. That's what.
But he's also
it doesn't
playing.
matter.
He's also playing Tetris as he's doing his homework at the same time.
Hey, when you submit your assignment to uni, it doesn't matter if it was 1 second before or 2 years before. It's all the same, So, but
Yeah, right.
hey, also, you guys don't know how to run a podcast. We're sitting here dilly-dallying around. Poor old Jared's on a leash here, and could
Mate,
just have
he's
an
asked you a
debate.
question. Can you stop doing the
I'm
politics?
just-
I'm just,
I
I'm
asked
just.
you a question to progress the podcast, and you've come right
Look,
back. My
you're,
friend.
you're reeling it back around, mate. I'm just saying, like the moments are the ones that happen in between, Daniel, and that's what you need to understand. And that's what I felt at the pre-local of Phantom.
Wait, he's the
Phantom
goat.
pre-local.
Actually, he's a goat.
They-
Wait, that was crazy.
They were definitely the combining of the moments in between because well, honestly, it was the first time that we all kind of came back together. Oh, actually, that's not entirely true.
Oh wait, what happened to the Rambat? That wasn't that the first one?
No,
Or
no,
was-
Pam happened before Phantom.
Yes, of course.
But
Pam did
for
happen.
us, I felt it was like a whoa, like we're really here. In my personal bias, I'm traveling to another state. I'm hitting like 2 or 3 things the week before in whatever the Friday local. It was like seeing you guys for the first time, seeing a lot of other people that didn't happen to come to the Victorian thing, the band previously.
We have the same bias because we didn't attend that BAM either.
Yeah, but I would say the BAM. I think this category cops it a bit because it's hard to rate quality since it's just
It's all gonna
state's
be
local.
biased, you know.
I mean, this whole list is our personal experiences. Let's get that out of the way. This is not objective. This is very, very subjective. And
Absolutely.
this is our own personal experiences. People are going to have their own personal experiences that differ, right? Obviously.
So right.
But I do agree that Phantom was great, man. Personally, maybe I've got recency bias, but Floating Point had some awesome pre-local actually. Seatown Beatdown was kind of just amazing. Kev ran it fucking fantastically, mate. And his mum just bought everyone pizzas.
What?
Like,
What
oh
a
yeah,
goat.
we were having
Wait,
a
what pizza
feast.
are we talking here?
What pizza weren't we talking here? We had meat lovers, we had Supreme, we had Italian classics that you would love as well, Daniel. And they're all home
Italian
cooked by the
classics.
restaurant.
Oh shit. Okay.
Yeah, no,
Sweet.
those
Big
serious
up
pizzas.
to Mum for that one.
Oh yeah, mate, delicious.
Yeah, shout out.
For me, I've had
I
to
think.
put... Oh, sorry.
Okay, all right. There was another pre-local as well. I don't remember the name though, Connor. Do you remember the name of this pre-local? This is the one that No, the other, the one that you were actually at.
The offstage.
Offstage, that's the one. Yeah,
That was sick. Shout out to Kid for that one.
That was it was run very well, but also it was a great experience for me because I didn't actually enter, so I just spectated the whole time and just like walked around, had a great time.
Why didn't you
Chatting to
enter?
everyone. Oh, dude, it was so bad. I forgot to sign up, mate.
Those pre-locals definitely cap, you know.
It was the same as Zav as well. Zav forgot to sign up too.
What a boomer.
Mate,
Can't believe
that is such a Christian Curry classic. But for me, the number one runner, complete bias, has to be Phantom. That week, the week lead up to the major was something else. It was like every day you were going to like a bar, you were doing something, because it was like, at least for Christian and myself, it was like the first time being exposed to like the wider scene, you know? So
Actually,
it was
true.
like,
yeah.
it was sick
We
just
did
to
so
meet
many
everyone
things.
for the first time and then just going on the charge with them and just like being like, oh shit, like this guy like isn't just, you know, the green guy on Among Us. This is Connor. Like that's how we knew everyone was on the Among Us server.
That's true, actually, yeah.
Real. I will say though, Phantom definitely gets a lot of bias here for that reason. But I do remember that SBV being crammed as fuck, and they ran melee. It was like so crazy, and it was my first time learning that Sydney locals, they do the thing with Moe. He tells you where to play rather than being like,
yes.
oh, you guys are playing, you know, just find a setup when you can. Rather, it's being like, hey, you play this person here at this time.
Yeah.
And it's like, whoa, I'm just trying to get my set done. And I'm like scanning the room.
I did
open
notice
setups
that actually
everywhere.
when I went to
And I'm
Melbourne.
like, you know, want to play friendlies, you know? But
Oh
I
my
have to
God.
appreciate it from the Victorians, the Vickers, that I like the way you guys do that. It just makes it more of an enjoyable experience because like go play a game, boom, there's a setup, you go sit down and play. You know,
Yeah.
something
And
I
also-
would try to bring to the table to my tournaments.
oh yeah.
It's weird for me. Sometimes cramped pre-locals are kind of a vibe. I
Mm.
remember what's the one that Jacob ran?
The Temple.
Before BAM, Temple. That
Yeah.
was so fun, actually. It's like everyone, it's like it facilitates.
You're all there together.
Yeah, it facilitates a crowd because everyone is just cramped.
Yeah,
And you're just like all crowding around this like really small setup. And I remember that.
My
being really fun
anxiety-
as well.
does go through the roof though, because like
Oh,
I'm
true.
like walking around trying not to bump anyone, and like while they're
Mm.
playing like an intense set, it's like Buff McGuff versus like Sydney's number 10, and you're like, oh, it's gonna be a good one, and you're like trying to walk past it to tell like Jacob Maddo your score.
Yeah,
Real.
okay, fair.
Well, I
yeah,
will
yeah.
shout out BAM 12 for that one then. Because I remember both BAMs, both times, Mod and the Couch Warriors crew showed up at different times. I think in the first one, BAM 12, it was like Mod basically ran a monthly on the Thursday night, which was
Damn.
insane. Using our Sunshine monthly venue. It was such good vibes. And then in the most recent BAM, Jack rented out the Rambat Hall, which is Rambat monthly, for the
Yeah.
Thursday local again.
That
Like,
hole
was-
is so good, dude.
yeah, it was just like, it's like damn, like to think like our monthly equivalent is just another pre-local in the lead up to like a big event, and you just have that on a weeknight. It was that was sick. And
Yeah.
same thing for like
Yeah.
Big Cheese, which is like what it was just like their
They had
weekly venue.
themed weeklies as well, where it was like small cheese, medium cheese. And the venue was really good with the bar right down below.
Yeah, mate.
Actually,
Yeah,
kind of
Oh,
a
that was
sleeper,
sick.
actually kind of a sleeper pick. I had a good time at that bar as well. Wow.
I remember
before we all head in.
listening to Luma. I got 6 stocked. I remember I instantly walked downstairs. I bought a jug for myself, and I just had the time. Like, it was just instantly vibes were back on.
Nice.
So, well, what are we picking all together then collectively? I'm locking in Phantom, complete bias. Just saying.
Dude, I'm like stuck on Big Cheese now because this is actually really good pre-locals.
What was the other one that they did that wasn't their like weekly venue? What was the small cheese?
It was all at the uni, man.
Oh, it was the
all at the
same
uni.
venue.
It was-
Yeah, they
It was
ran
so
it back.
good.
Damn. Real.
Yeah, uni venues are so good actually. We'll
Yeah.
get to venues though eventually, mate.
All right. I'll probably say like, BAM 12 because I was biased to again meeting people for the first time. So
Okay.
Okay, and I wasn't at BAM 12, so I'll also just
Hey,
vote
sucks to suck,
Phantom.
all right, there you go. But the
2:30.
pre-locals aren't just about
Consensus
the venues and the locals. It's also about like
The
how you
experience leading
fucked
up to
around
it in
before
general.
then.
Yeah,
I
exactly.
remember when I first moved out, Johnny basically lived with us before Jacob moved in. No,
Damn.
Anthony wasn't home, I think. Someone wasn't home, I can't remember. Johnny basically lived with me for like 3 weeks. And that was sick. And that was like a part of like the BAM experience.
This is where the
for me.
personal bias comes in as well,
Yeah, man.
right? Because I'm like thinking about my experience at Phantom, and I was like literally just chilling at Phoebe's house with Zav, and like we were cooking breakfast and shit, and it was so fun.
Damn. It's just the
Or,
small
like-
things, you know.
Well, like Keutz had you for TGX, mate, as well. That was a fun experience.
Dude, we had the sleep meditations, man. Brett, drop your shoulders. I can't remember if that was the
Yeah,
one.
because Cutter and me, unfortunately, we make good content creators because we don't know when to shut the fuck up. But we don't make good sleepers because we don't know when to shut the fuck up. So I would literally have to put on a 10-minute meditation into immediate play next rain sound. Mate, it worked like a
So
charm.
fucking funny.
It works like
Mate.
charm.
It,
That
it
one.
was, it was like Richmond. We went back to back to back, mate. Just
Yeah.
constant good sleeps every night. Like
But-
it was so good.
The context behind that was that Anthony didn't want Keutz over in the first place because he had to work during the week, right? And so he's like,
Yeah,
man, I don't want to, make my breakfast while trying to like not wake up Keutz at 8 a.m. who's sleeping in our lounge room. So I'm like, no, Anthony, we have to house him, you dog. I'll do anything. He's like, anything? I'm like, anything. And he's like, all right, we'll put him in your room then. And I'm like, oh shit. So that's what we did.
It was okay.
It was fine. It was fine. Oh, because we're trying to house like stacked as well. at
can
the
we
same
move
time.
along now? We
Sorry,
we
mate.
have so many more
Okay,
categories.
I'm just
to
trying
get
to see the lines in between.
So
the
me and Connor were
cracks,
just
you know?
reminiscing about
Yeah,
our
yeah,
like,
I-
beautiful
look,
time together.
Look, I understand.
I
you're
just
jealous,
feel a little bit
Christian.
excluded.
I stole your boy for like.
Yeah,
a
Christian was
week.
getting a bit jealous,
Yeah,
man.
he was-
We arced
Like
up
I was
right
trying to
away.
go to sleep, and Keutz is FaceTiming Christian 24/7.
Well, look, I was also at the house for Floating Point. I get it, man.
Yeah, moving on. Anyway,
Next
We got a
topic.
lot more
Next
ground to
topic.
cover, mate.
top 64 guys.
This is like
Yeah.
day 2 in general before top 8. I feel like.
Yeah.
The most important ones of these are either the opening ones or the ones right before top 8, like the preliminaries,
The
basically.
qualifiers.
The qualifiers. That's the one. Yeah,
Yeah.
dude. Does anyone have anything to say on this initially? Because
I think-
Keutz
hey,
has got his
Daniel.
hand up actually.
You.
Go on.
Excuse me, miss. My dog ate my homework for this specific question. I've not filled in the question for top 64
Oh
slash day 2.
no.
You know why that's okay? Because you weren't at Floating Point, and Floating Point was the best qualifiers I think we've had, mate.
They were very good. Although,
oh my goodness.
also Loki snuffed out of Beat versus Jackson. That was unfortunate. But We had what? Seb Unpheasant? That was a quick one. Should have been me. But
Okay.
we had Jix versus Shmoo. That was
Yes.
Oh, you're thinking winners as well. God. There's so many.
Malakoff Dags, mate.
Yeah, Dags. Yeah.
Dags had a bit of a run, but Malakoff Dags was insane.
I mean Harry threw. Not to be biased or anything, but
Dude, you're actually so biased because that was maybe like one of the best sets of like the
nah,
year.
it was great.
Like,
it was great.
you're just like, man, we're Victoria
Christian?
didn't win. So
No, when someone makes a comment, you don't just instantly, just say, that's bullshit.
Yeah, man.
Connor,
It's like
How
it's like
did,
when
no,
Tommy didn't
Connor,
care
anyway,
when he
how did
played
Harry
my
throw?
cool,
You
you
said
know?
Harry threw, mate. How did Harry throw? Let's get into it, mate.
Or he just had a lead and then he lost. What did?
How?
Oh, you got me there. Oh.
Own.
um,
I got you, Christian.
Goodness,
So when-
goodness gracious
the
me.
way I look at top 64s is like memorable sets in terms of like not watching, like sitting at the big stream or whatever, because I can always look back on those, but it's what's in here, you know. And it's like I remember specifically both at BAM 12 and Big Cheese 3, me running the fuck around as fast as I can around the
Yep.
entire venue to like catch glimpses of like these game fives that were happening. And there's photos from these events. Like I can rattle off like We Toxic Feud Taicho. I can rattle off Ari versus, oh my god, who the fuck was he playing? That was gonna be a massive upset.
You could rattle these off though, man.
No, I can't.
What's it?
Charizard versus.
Charizard.
Wait, I'm thinking of fucking I said Ari. I'm
Ari.
thinking of.
Are you smelling burnt toast, man?
I am smelling red toast.
What about I'm thinking big cheese
that
fried
Seb?
rice, mate.
Wait, am I crazy? Hold on.
Oh, you talking about the stream one versus Tiff, Jared?
No, I don't know where we're at. I'll keep it a stack. I walked out of the room.
Okay.
But,
Oh, that's all right. Thanks for interjecting though. That's really helpful.
but we're
Jared,
talking about
I don't know
Seb
if people can
versus
hear Jared.
Jamie.
Jared has just interjected and then admitted to not knowing where we are.
Are you talking about Seb versus
Yes,
like,
Seb versus fucking
Jamie?
Jamie. I
Yeah.
said Ari
Oh.
because that's the fucking Twitter
Yeah, I don't
name
need
at
to
the
be in the
moment.
room to know what's going on, mate. All right.
Yeah,
So,
exactly.
Whoa.
Seb versus
BRB.
Jamie.
Whoa.
I remember Flo versus Luma. I remember, and then at BAM,
Yeah.
I remember like
Oh my god, Flo versus
Anthony-
Luma. Oh my god,
Anthony
actually
versus
that was
Spanish. I remember
Yeah.
at Big Cheese, it was like Ernest versus Bro 1, which is the tightest game 5 I will ever witness in my life. That Ernest barely lost.
this is so fun because it's like Connor just has all these Victorians that he can rattle off.
yeah,
it's
it's
like-
it's the Victorians I care about. So
Yeah. Oh,
oh, hang on, no.
Okay, well,
but then
you
at
care about
BAM,
them all,
it's
yeah.
like it's like the same thing. Like we watched ScoBoat versus Larry. We've watched like Milkbean beat Ghost for some reasons. How? I don't know why. But I have like core memories of like me focusing on the quality of the sets and being very hype, running around the entire venue, which isn't the case for every single major I go to.
yeah.
And that's what I value quite a lot. So
Right.
Sorry, sets from Big Cheese 3 is just like trying
Oh,
to think of
Sav,
it 'cause I was
Keutz,
playing
good on
in
ya.
top 64 for the day. So I had my mindset on other things. But hey, you know, thanks for carrying the content for this one, boys. Really appreciate it. No, I think
What, go?
thank you, Christian. I think for me, TGX was like a bit of a winner, top 64. I remember just like, I know top 8 was interesting. Top 64, I had Chip. I was
Was it?
mic'd up with Chip, and I was like running around. I remember seeing so many moments because I literally drowned the day before. So I was like spectator mode. Like, so like, I remember TGX, but like, that's pretty biased though, because it was like a lot of Perthies. Like, I remember Luma having like a pretty good run. I remember Poppet versus Flo. Oh my
Ooh.
God. Have you heard this story, Connor? You probably
I was
have.
there. I was right next to you when it happened. I was cheering Flo, and you were like, "Get your head in the game, Jordan. Stop laughing." And he locked
Oh
in.
yes.
Yeah. Thanks for
Yeah.
ruining that
Classic,
story.
Yeah. Well, I'm
Personally, I prefer when Keutz tells that story, but yeah,
I'm sorry.
he adds a bit of flair to it, mate.
Yeah, no, pretty
Um,
much. I want to tell the story now.
Yeah. Okay. Fine.
Pretty much, Flo was playing against Jordan, and Jordan had this guy's number. He got like the first 2 games. Flo got game 3, and he lets out a little chuckle. Like, he laughs after game 3. I'm like, that's all right. You know, we can have a little bit of a laugh. And I'm like, I feel like no one else can see what's going on. I feel like I'm the only one that sees like Jordan like about to run into the wall, you know, at 100 miles an hour. Game 4 goes by, and he's lost again. Now it's 2-2, and he's laughing even harder. And I remember just yelling, I go, Jordan, Jordan. He looks over at me, he goes, and he just starts laughing. And I just go, stop fucking laughing. Stop fucking laughing. I go, concentrate. And it like came back to our meditation that we'd done in the morning prior. I was like, take a deep breath. boom, he locked in. He clutched out game 5. Actually, nearly lost. Flo probably should have won, but you know what? Jordan got it done.
I thought.
And he
Except,
came up and he goes, "You won me that set."
damn.
Do you have any input on the majors that we haven't been to, Connor, about Action or Pissmas? Because I'm actually seeing a lot of banging game 5 sets at Pissmas, mate.
Yeah, well, Pissmas was also very good. I think the crowd setup for top 64 was good. The only issue is the playing room was separated from the crowd room. So it was very much you either had to watch the stream or you had to watch the play-in, right? So I think
that
the
like-
case I
Is
think
that
the
like Big
case for,
Cheese, mate?
yeah, so the case for Big Cheese is that everyone stayed on the floor to watch. Since the crowd room was so far away. But for Pissmas, the crowd room was like right there. So everyone just kind of stuck around the crowd room for most of the day. And there wasn't a lot of watching of sets going on, mostly because there wasn't a lot of space for it to happen. Like there was space, but not space for people to crowd around behind setups to watch.
Right.
I only remember two sets roughly of like where that happened. I remember watching Shmoo Kanga. I remember watching Tommy play. But it wasn't like a core memory as much as I saw it at Bam or Big Cheese, for example. Because
Interesting.
if you heard the crowd going on in the stream room, you just go there straight away. So I wasn't
Yep.
doing as much running around per se, which is what
Okay.
I value the most. Or at least I didn't feel like I was with a continual crowd, like crowding around sets and watching. As for the action, those were some fantastic crowds as well. I got the same kind of vibes. It's just not as memorable. I remember cheering for ScoBoat and Zach specifically quite a lot, and Mod. But hey, Victorian thing. I think the action setup was great because the stage was right there, and then the playing stuff was right there as well, which means you can watch as you watch like your play as well.
Like you could be standing in a setup watching your like local buddy play versus some PR, and then just like after every game, turn your head to stream
yeah,
and tune in there.
yeah, absolutely.
I was gonna say, I think Big Cheese 3, like the way the venue was set, it like facilitated the ability to like watch sets really quickly because you can just see people crowding around because it was just a massive hall. You can see people crowding around. You just gun to that setup.
Yeah.
And then if there's something good on stream, they also had the TV setup, so you can watch.
Yeah,
True.
that was
I think
there.
acting does sound better than that though. It sounds like it's
Yeah.
like the best of both worlds.
Yeah, I will say that the vibes. I don't think we're going to talk about the vibes, but the vibes at Pissmas were like immaculate.
Really? Okay.
Yeah, just like
That's like their number one sale point is vibes.
yeah. Oh, I mean, it was
Mm,
vibes. I mean, Big Cheese was also vibes, but this was like I think the fact that it was like dead of summer as well. People had that like kind of, and like the venue as well. It didn't feel like it was like overly seriously competitive compared to something like Big Cheese, but yeah, it was really good.
So if we had to pick one, what would we land
The
on?
top 64.
Yeah, just the day 2 experience.
I'm
We've
gonna
always seemed to combine venue with this one, haven't we?
Sorry.
Maybe,
Like,
yeah. I feel like the
Started
venue
talking
can
about how the
facilitate it.
venue's, like facilitated a good spectating experience. Like, we kind of got sidetracked.
But I
Yeah,
think venue is also location can be very important for venue
Yeah.
as well. We'll get into that.
Um,
But yeah,
I think for top 64, probably. Oh, we didn't even talk about BAM 13, dude. Fucking fried rice timing up row 1. Lol.
actually
That was
true.
the hypest timeout I've ever seen.
Yeah, I think the issue with BAM. No, there was no issue with BAM 13. It was great. I'm actually just completely biased in my personal experience. I think everything was great. That's the issue. It's just it's a good time, boys. I
We've
think
had
the
some
only
good majors.
the only ones I didn't get my experience of like running around crowd cheering was Phantom and not as much for me in TGX.
You mentioned Pissmas.
And Pissmas was a bit lopsided on that aspect.
Pissmas, the bracket looks crazy high, but it can be a bit misleading. Like there's so many game 5s here that apparently happened.
Yeah, mate. It was
But I wasn't there, so I don't know.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, like especially leading up to the qualifiers, I remember everything was like really, really tight because there were so
okay.
many people missing from that top 8. You know, like a lot of killers that just like didn't make the cut. If I had to go with one, I'd probably say gonna go with BAM 12.
Okay. Keutz, you got one, mate.
Honorable mentions to
Straight up,
Action
nah.
and Big Cheese 3. But go on.
I'd probably lock in Big Cheese 3. I remember getting out and like actually just enjoying the spectating experience after that.
Oh, dude, going
Like,
outside as well.
There wasn't that many like Perthies in. It was like just Ludo. But like Big Cheese 3 was a good hoot.
I'll lock in cheese 3 as well, and I'll give an honorable mention to Floating Point because I don't know, maybe I'm just very personally biased. The sets that I commed at Floating Point, and I remember also having that experience of running around at Floating Point and like going from set to set being very fun to watch as well.
That was very fun.
But yeah,
I just found Floating Point
cheese had that, but better.
Yeah, that's it. I mean, it's really hard to like pick a definitive like what was best or whatever. You know, it's just like
We're trying though.
no. Well, I mean, it's just
Giving it a
personal
go,
experience
man.
and vibe. So
True, it is.
Should we move on to venue because it's like so closely? Top 8.
Top 8, man. What's the next day?
Venue encompasses all of this because top 8 is like everyone
it's
goes
also,
to the stream area. These problems we're talking about with like some of these venues, like Pissmas and Big Cheese, go out the window because everyone's getting in the same room, mate.
It's true.
How was Pissmas top 8?
I think it was the second best top 8 we had, only because there were so many like people in that top 8 that won't top 8 again. Well, not to say that won't happen, but it's like very unorthodox. It didn't feel like insanely top heavy, which made it very exciting to watch.
Like, dude, Mod's just there. It's like, what the hell?
Dude, Mod's in there. And
Cinderella run.
Yeah, like I'm personally biased as well to Vic Boys. Like the fact that I was sitting on that couch right behind the stream setup, and I can like yell like right there, that was sick. Yeah, me and Zab were freaking out that entire day. Mod being in there was sick. Dura making it all the way to second, and thinking he was gonna win. And the fact, what made this top 8 even funnier is that Piss Bet was coming to a close, and so it's like people were going all in on certain matches, and then Dura, oh my god, Vecino, Sif and Bet all in on Dura on the first set, and then all in on Jackson on the second set. And the entire time, if you watch the play cams, Sifo's just like in his chair, he's like,
dude, oh my god.
Did he just win the piss coin bet thing?
Like winning is like getting like in the running, right? But yeah, like the piss coin stuff and like the crowd shenanigans with all that shit was very, very, very funny because in between sets they'd like show up the leaderboard and it's like, oh shit, this person's lost all their money. Like it shows like the biggest losers, biggest winners. It was so funny.
That's actually so sick. Actually, that's like some X Factor stuff.
Yeah.
Dude.
But yeah,
I love gambling.
Gambling with virtual money that does not exist.
It's just a good way to keep like the spectators like interested constantly as well.
Yeah,
like
you don't lose your real money
on the line. Like maybe one of your state's people isn't like in the set, but you still care because your piss coin's up for grabs, mate.
Yeah, absolutely.
It's like betting on the footy, mate.
You mentioned Pissmas being good because of having these like token top 8ers that like made a sort of Cinderella run. I feel like most majors have they're like one or two players that have been like, how did they get there? You know,
one or two, but I'd say almost the entire top 8 was like it was like pretty much But if we're talking about actual good, like what I think is the best top 8, considering a lot of people being there, I think it's got to be the Action. I thought that top 8 was fantastic.
Was awesome.
Yeah, we got
Unpleasant. I remember watching, and I was like on the little phone on my drive to work. I had it up on my car.
Oh my god!
And I was like popping off for that.
Yeah,
it's probably watching it at Scooty's Fresh Markets, mate.
I remember watching that. I had to go pick up my car before like work or some shit, and I remember watching Jack versus
Extra.
It wasn't top 8. It was 9th. It was for 9th. or to get in the top 8. I remember watching Jack
Oh, the
versus
qual.
Shmoo.
Yeah, that was crazy.
And then I
Yeah.
remember watching Jack versus like extra on my break. And I was like, oh my God, it's so over.
Snap
Yeah.
back to reality. Yeah, there was a lot of
literally.
good storylines. There was Unpheasant's insane run to 4th, and Nick fucking chewing through everyone.
Losers machine, actually.
Yeah, Kanaji getting like double game 5 eliminated by Strix and Nick. You got the Jelk House in grand finals, and Turnip making an appearance, and then
That's that token guy just being there. And it's like,
Yeah.
what the hell?
Harry Malakoff low key getting top 8.
Mate, can we
pretty
just
wild.
say, Turnup's run alone. Oh my God.
Who did he beat? I forgot.
So Jack lost to Jix in winners 3-1. And you're
Oh,
thinking,
Jackson
hey,
was in there.
you go, hey, another
Yeah.
day in the office, mate. Then Jack goes, boom, 3-0 Wookins. Boom, 3-2 beat. Boom, 3-1 Shmoo. Just going back to back to back on some of like the other states' top level and just like making his stamp saying, hey, I'm here and I love gaming and I'm quite good at it too.
Real.
Like that's a hard run to make.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Speaking of,
Gotta
speaking
agree
of-
with you.
hard runs, if I were to mention the third major I had in mind for
Mm.
best top 8s would be Anthony's run at the Big Cheese 3.
Oh, he had quite a few combatants to get through. I remember one specifically that was quite hard. It
Man,
was Moonlight from South Australia.
no, but honestly, like that top 8 wasn't good for like the sets that happened, although there were some very good sets, but that was more about like crowd shenanigans, fucking singing Minecraft songs and the state rivalries in between. Like that was the most fun I had, and the beers because the bar was right there. Oh my God, that shit made that shit fun. Yeah.
Dude,
That was the same with
Pride beating
Phantom.
Tricks prior to top 8. Because, like, let's be honest, like, there's a certain point you sit down before top 8 and it's like the ball's rolling. Like, that was so fun. Hands down, was one of the most fun spectating experiences. If we had a spectating category, boom, Big Cheese 3's there.
Big Cheese 3, yeah.
I can
Everyone's in that
get on
fucking
board with that.
room.
Yeah.
Yeah. Dude, that was so funny. I'm just like the
I feel like
Minecraft
crowd
dance.
bits-
Can we just start singing like normal songs? Like
Where's your head at?
and then like oh, I need a wish right now, wish right now. Dude, Chipotle Taicho for top.
Oh, dude! Every time Ghost comes on, zombie.
Yeah, dude, that's so funny, actually. That's like all-time bit right there.
All-time bit.
You know what?
Crazy.
I'm pivoting. I put Big Cheese 3, but after hearing everything we've talked about, I'm pivoting. I'm going to the action. I think that was the best top 8 we've
You
seen.
weren't even there.
I know.
Damn.
But I
In
watched
terms of
Easily
like the
from home.
stream.
I remember how down bad I was. I went to the toilet at work like 10 times. And I was watching it 144p in this like smelly bathroom.
That sucks.
Bro, my boss was like, "Are you good?" I was like, "No, I've got a sore tummy."
Damn.
Because I'm so giddy to watch the action in Canberra.
Real.
Something we didn't talk about, but was kind of awesome to watch, was Phantoms as well. I know near Tono won, and that's like, to be honest, after like on reflection, that's not as cool. But like, we absolutely had a great time in that venue in the crowd. The bits were flowing just like Big Cheese, and we took every little victory we had. Jay Dizzle took a stock, we popped off.
No,
He took a
but
game,
after he
we
took the
popped off.
game, he 3-stopped.
Hey,
Oh
I
my
don't think Australia's ego will peak more than Jay Dizzle versus Neotono winners finals when Jay Dizzle was up 1-0. We were on
Yeah.
top of the world.
We thought we had it.
Absolutely, man.
Oh
we were
my
about
God.
to send me in to beat Neotono after when I went up 1-0. We were like, anyone can do it.
Oh my God. Man.
Snap back to reality though, mate.
I do have dishonorable mentions though, if we want to be negative for a bit.
Yeah, go
TGX
on, mate.
Sucked. Like fucking
the big
double
elephant in the room.
Steve.
I
That
heard
sucks.
rough ones about TGX. Thank God. I
Bam
enjoyed it.
12 had its moments, but 6 Victorians, not the greatest look. Yeah, I think what makes a good top 8 is crowd interaction with what's going on. Good enough stream area as well, with a big fucking screen. That's what made Phantom special. Is like we actually felt like we're in the the
That's true,
penthouse.
actually. Yeah, it was crazy.
And it can work both ways as well. I think what made Big Cheese was good was the fact that we're all on the same level, and people like sitting on the floor, and it felt very like homely, crowdly. That's like another Christmas thing as well. And then
Dude, I
the
think
games-
the biggest thing is just player variety. Like,
yeah, play a
when you
variety
have-
of states. Yeah,
when you have different states, it like facilitates rivalries to come out in the crowd and gets the vibes going. You're
you
right.
want people to be
Six-
against each
Six
other.
Victorians in top 8 is just not it, mate.
Yeah,
Like-
That was hard to commentate. I'm not gonna lie. It just felt
From
like bracket like number 122.
did that
but at
also
least-
happen at BAM 13?
At least we were not Victorians as well, right? Because if you're
Right.
Victorians coming that, you're just like,
Oh yeah.
It's Pixel.
you're like,
I
I've
just
done
watched
this so many times before. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, I think we'll lock in cheese for that one, mate. To be honest.
I've still got action.
What?
No, that's for me. You guys have locked in
Oh,
action. I'm locking
I
in
thought
cheese.
Christian just took the reins. He's like, yeah, we're
Oh,
Yeah,
just-
guys,
yeah.
that's a collective.
Executive decision. Let's just lock in.
I'm using
'Cause
my one time right now, and I'm locking in big cheese.
Personally, I'm just sold on the whole state rivalry thing, and I'm just thinking about Fried Rice's top 8 run. Very personally biased there, but what are you gonna do? Sue me, you know.
Real.
And the crowd goes mild. All right, let's move on.
After
To
party.
yes. All right, sweet.
Oh, we didn't want to
After
touch
party.
on venues real quick.
Yeah, okay, fair.
All right.
Before we
Let's
leave the
name that.
venue, let's touch on the venue.
I think all the venues have been good. I don't like convention venues. I think TGX not good.
Why was it not good though? Let's go into that.
Well, it's like it didn't feel like we were there. Like Smash wasn't the thing, right? Like
Mm.
at least when I go to BAMs, it feels like when I'm in the Smash section, it's like it's special. You know what I mean? Like it's very
Yeah.
encapsulating. It's big. It's massive, right? If you remember BAM 12 and BAM 13, we took off the entire section that we're
Yeah.
at, right? So when you're in the Smash section, you were in the Smash section. But for TGX, it's just like yeah, there was a stage, but it's just like we're just a part of a convention. You know?
I will sum TGX up. It's like you're watching 2 top level state reps fighting to stay in bracket and losers, and then in your field of view in the background, there are 2 goobers playing Oculus Rift Saber. In the
Yeah.
background, and it just ruined, vibe ruined.
Oh no, man.
And the way it was set up was it was kind of hard to watch the stream from anywhere because it was like, imagine this is a rectangle. We have a rectangle. It's like
Yep.
stream was here and the screen's here. So if you wanted to watch it, you'd have to look that way. And then all the setups were down here.
yeah.
Right.
It was like if you were here, you don't know what's going on. You'd have to go all the way around. Oh, that's what's happening on stream. Come back around. Can't really see it.
Yeah. I
Big
completely
issues
agree.
then.
Um,
What would you guys say is the most important thing in a venue?
I think like one really important thing, what we touched on before, is the ability to watch, just the ability to see everything, like Big Cheese. Like you can see like a setup happening, like a set happening, and you can see there's a crowd gathering, and you walk over and you go,
Spacious.
last like Piccolo,
Mhm.
like some random guy, not Piccolo Scoots. I do apologize, Piccolo Scoots. You go up to someone and you just go, "Oi, mate, what's going on?" And they're like, "Oh, this is blah blah blah," and you're like, "Oh, sick," and then you lock in for that set. But like, I think
Yeah.
see what's going on so easily is super important because then you get to see the big moments really easily.
Yeah. Although I would say I still think it's a disadvantage of Big Cheese that you have to climb up flights of stairs to go between the 2 places.
That sucks.
Yeah.
That sucks.
True.
Just running down the list, like the only issues with BAM 12 was the space in between the lines of the setups. It got very crowded, especially during COVID times.
Yeah.
I thought BAM 13 was good, but I don't like the single line layout that we had
Yeah.
of all the setups running down.
It made it harder to run between sets, like we were talking about.
Yeah,
Yeah.
absolutely.
Like I could be standing on this side, and then across from me over there could be a massive set, and I'd have to run all the way around just to watch it.
You got to lap it, mate. Yeah.
yeah, it was really cool seeing at BAM the entire sea of chairs that got filled up to watch top 8. That was cool.
At
Um,
12?
At 13.
Okay.
Also, 12 had a massive crowd as well. Fucking hell. I thought action layout was like fucking perfect, I think. great access to food being on a uni campus as well. Pub downstairs.
That's the
Um,
most important thing for me, by the way, is location.
location. Being in the city.
Absolutely, mate. Yeah. So if it's
Just-
good location, action, that's all right, mate. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, it was like very, very good location. The layout of the venue, big stage, setups, outdoor area. I think having access to outdoors to like remove yourself from the venue, take a breather, have a hong, that's very important. Having access to water. I know there's been some venues I can't remember in the past where it's just like I need to fill up my water bottle. I don't want to have to make like a 5 to 10 minute trek just to get that. It's like an essential.
The
Low key, Phantom kind of had that big
Yeah,
issue where
Phantom-
it was like, you had to like make a trip out of it.
5 flights of stairs.
Yeah. Oh my god. But Phantom layout similar to Actions, arguably. Like Action just with a higher ceiling and like more of a lighter venue, had fucking windows in there. Whereas Phantom was like the same layout but more squished at the back, and
It
more
was a
like
bit twitchy,
felt
wasn't
more cramped and dark. And we
Yeah.
were kind of tied into Melee as well. That felt a bit awkward. Whereas like
Right.
the other venues was like we're there for Smash Ultimate. But Phantom had the massive fucking screen going for it. It felt so cool being on
It did.
stage. Being
Dude.
on stage and you turn and you're like, oh shit.
Christian,
And it's
mate,
like,
we
you
wouldn't
look
know
up
that.
and
We
it's
didn't
just like,
even
oh my God.
experience this actually.
No, but
I
We
was
only
talking
got to the
about
commentary
seeing
booth,
the
and then
stage.
we didn't get any further.
real.
Yeah.
Damn. That was special.
I remember Ernest saying how he hated the stage because it made him feel like there's much pressure on him.
Well, two sides of the same coin. Ernest cares
Of
about
course.
performance in the game. I care about the feeling of being on that stage
Oh.
and
yeah, mate.
hearing, noises. That's great.
Yes. Yeah.
Speaking of the stage, when I was on stage at Band 13, I'm not gonna lie. I'm like pretty locked in. Is when I have
You're
to play
shitting your
P9.
bed, mate.
I turned around and there was all these people, and I was like, Jesus fucking Christ. I was like, oh my God. I felt like every single thing I did was just like monitored and looked, and I wasn't able to lock in as I wanted to. It's like, you take a second to get there, but then two sides of the same coin, mate. When you do something cool, everyone's just fucking seen it.
Yeah.
That's yeah.
I live for that shit. Floating point.
Sounds like.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, go on. No, you go. Floating point. Yeah.
Floating point was a bit cramped. Probably the most cramped venue we've had, honestly. Location.
Not the
Bankstown's
most
a bit
ideal
troll.
location either. Yeah.
Yeah. Bankstown's a bit troll, but the fucking venue was sick. Being in the fucking
The
hotel.
fact
thing.
that everything was there was like,
Oh,
all right,
God.
yeah.
I felt like I was at a resort, actually. That was great.
Straight up. It was.
Big Cheese 3,
The-
good location in my opinion. Bit far from the city, but it was like
It was
fine.
a bit far. Phantom had a good location, Central City.
Same as BAM's. Or BAM 13, no, but BAM 12, yeah, TGX, and the action. Big Cheese 3, yeah, a bit far, but I thought the venue was good, very, very spacious. Basketball court, genius fucking idea. But
yeah.
just the separation between the two sucked, but having a bar upstairs was sick. So yeah.
I think we found out that every venue has its flaws, mate.
Yeah.
There's
And
been no perfect venue so far, actually.
Christmas is also far out. But that was
of course. Well, I mean, that's the given.
Yeah.
Like,
That
that's
also had the
thing.
same problem with the Big Cheese where it's just like a bit separated. But
Yep.
yeah.
I think from my personal experience, I'm leaning a bit towards cheese. It was like top 8 spectating experience was good.
You just love
It was
cheese,
a
man.
bar. I didn't need to leave. I felt no reason to leave that venue. You know what I mean? I had everything I
yeah.
needed right there. Place to home. Watching sets was a breeze. Was the spectating experience versus like the main floor like separated? Yes. Was it a bit far from the city? Yes. But like they had a TV for that, and also they had everything in the venue. So I was kind of like, I was happy.
We got our Uber Eats when we needed it as well. Got some fried rice.
We got
going.
our
That was
fried rice,
important.
Fried rice played.
That was
Yeah.
important when you got Uber Eats at that top 8. That was a crucial moment for your rest of your experience.
What
Dude,
are you
I
guys
remember-
eating? Fried rice.
I got KFC.
I remember when we were commentating doubles top 8 and everyone Uber Eats and we were just left in the like dust, mate. It was absolutely brutal. Because you like want to split the fee, but you can't. Yeah, to be honest, I don't know if I would put Big Cheese as my favorite. I definitely up there. But the weird thing is, for all its flaws, I think I liked Phantom the most as a venue. Just I kind of get around the like esports look, to be honest. I really rate it. And the location, that's the most important thing for me. I felt like it had a brilliant location, actually. And you could get to the bars super easily.
Yeah.
That was a big thing. It was
Having
like
access
finished,
to Sydney CBD.
bro. You finish the day and then you're just like in the CBD. Yeah,
Yeah.
too good.
Nathan would be my runner-up, cuz.
Yeah, cool. Connor, you got one, mate?
I say it's the split between.
Well, I agree. I'm saying sweet. Thank you.
You just like, yeah, sweet. Anyway, shut the fuck up for a second. Connor,
No,
Oh, this is for venue, right?
Sorry, I didn't mean that.
I said action. So
Split, hung vote.
no, it's just
Unvote.
I just said the action. Yeah.
General consensus gone right out the window. We are
No gold split, mate.
no
God
god
split.
split.
Wait, Jared, do you have any input on this?
Yeah, Jared, what's your favorite venue?
Be the tiebreaker. Jared.
Jared is
Probably at
Jared
the toilet.
Jared has
Jared's-
walked away.
He's probably doing
Jared
something
is not
else.
here.
Yeah. Good
All
on
right,
him.
there's your tiebreaker. It will
To
be
be fair, I think just shows that there's no perfect venue so far.
Yeah,
it's
everyone
hard to
has
get a
their
perfect
to
venue.
find a
quirks.
perfect venue. You can't really pin that on like the event. It's just like you work with what you got.
You get, yeah.
Yeah, literally. Yeah,
and I think
Absolutely.
every tournament has like done a good job of that. You
they've
know?
all been great. Yeah,
No.
no dishonorable mentions from Connor.
TGX.
On the venue,
TGX. Oh my god. I will say one. They're fucking. I wanted just a normal sandwich. Those fucking motherfuckers.
Oh, it's like $25 bucks.
$12.50 for like a chicken sandwich.
Oh
Dude,
my
Normal
god.
sliced bread.
the funniest thing in TGX was getting someone's like media pass and going upstairs for free drinks.
I literally
Oh
I
my.
created the meta for that. We did it for the mic'd up. I just like yoinked one from Poppet one from Ghost, waltzed into the media room in the VIP area. Shrooks was like, "What are you doing? Getting free drinks, man." We were having cocktails. We were having a blast.
Oh my gosh.
Can you guys hear me? Hello?
Yeah,
Oh, we can
alright.
hear you now, Jared. Yeah,
Oh,
you're good.
thank God. I've been trying to fucking talk this whole time. Dead ass.
The whole time.
Yeah.
What's your input, mate?
My input, my favorite venue. Let me have a look at. Alright. I
Oh,
feel
no.
like that Phantom was like mine, to be honest. I really enjoyed like the group of people that I was with. I liked.
I win.
I kind of like, I liked how Ludwig's there. I got a photo of Ludwig. That was
That's
like.
how
I
that
li-
That's not the venue.
That's a
That's
highlight.
not the venue. This
Oh,
is just your favorite. This is just
Yeah,
your favorite
Jared's
major,
actually-
actually.
Jared's-
Okay,
I
sorry,
like
sorry.
how
Shut
Ludwig
the
was a
fuck
part
up
of
for a
the
second.
venue.
Shut up for a second. Okay. Yeah, I like the venue. It's I like the LED screen wall. I like how we got to have like a split screen for both melee and ultimate. I really like.
Wait, this is true. Actually, this is Jared's unique production perspective.
I liked how Melee's production was handled, especially because they had it like Melee. They had the game running like at a normal, like the normal game, but it was like a cable was being ran to the computer, and then a HD version of Melee was being spat out for
With
everyone
the
to
slippy,
view.
right?
Yeah.
And it's like
Yeah,
I'm like,
what
that's
Melee
crazy
normally does.
cool. That's awesome. That's so cool. So yeah, sorry, little nerd tangent there, but that's my input, mate.
I'm just
Good input.
giggling at Jared saying Ludwig and us all erupting.
I was saying it
you
as a
fucking
bit too. I was
up?
trying to arc you guys up. I'm like, I loved Ludwig. He was the highlight of my tournament experience.
And you know what's been a
Jesus Christ.
highlight of my tournament experiences?
The
The
after
after party.
parties, mate.
I have one locked and loaded, and I'm ready to just shotgun blast this on everyone's face right now.
Can I have a
Big
guess
Cheese
what that
3.
is?
The-
Big Cheese 3, yeah.
Yeah, look, the highlight of a trip for me is the after party. If your major had a shit after party, I'm sorry, it's just not a highlight for me then. And Big
We went
Cheese 3
from
fucking
rags to
delivered.
riches at Big Cheese 3.
Yeah.
Well,
We
So
started
what-
from the
what
bottom.
was the
now
order
we're
of what
here
happened?
having a dance battle with We Toxic Few.
Dude, we toxic few. So I think we all started a pub, and then that was vibes, and then we all went to the club, and that was Omega vibes because everyone was there.
I think-
Connor, you were there. I have the intel of how we went from rags to riches. Nick, aka Taco, old South Australian head TO.
Oh my god, we finished at Taco's house as well, actually. Oh
Dude, yeah,
my
then we
god.
finished at Taco's house. It was so.
We
Dude.
were in the pub, and old mate Taco gets a ring, gets a buzz. Pub goes, "Oi, fellas! Instead of like leaving at 2 a.m., we want you out at 12, like midnight." Taco goes, "Oh, a bit of a stitch up. That's all good, mate." And you know, we all sort of waltz up to the after party a bit late, and only Cooper's on tap. Like, kill me now, but hey, at least there's Pierce.
Yeah.
The bartender goes to Taco. He goes, "Yeah, it's 11:30." He goes, "Yeah, you guys, I need everyone out right now." And he goes, "What do you mean, mate?" He goes, "We got to close the pub at 12. It's not you leave at 12. It's everyone's out, and we're
Fine.
closed at 12."
Yeah.
So Taco like assembled the Avengers.
He made the fellowship.
He literally got the fellowship, all the head shepherds of each state. He was like, "I need this place emptied in 5 minutes." And then fucking, I remember just like telling everyone to get out. And then he rung some club up, and they were like, he's like, "Oh, I've got like 60 gents, ladies, and they themers ready to charge. Can you guys cope?" And they're like, "Mate, come through. There's literally 5 people here."
Yeah, there was
And-
no one there.
It was a
There's
club.
5
takeover.
people here, and only one of them is a bartender, mate.
No, there was like 5 bartenders actually. There was
Yeah,
like
that-
one
that
was- Wait, really?
yeah.
Wait, is this the club or is this the?
The club.
Yeah.
Do they have like
Oh, yeah,
Shrek
yeah.
themed cocktails as well?
Yeah, they were doing good.
No, I'm thinking of a different after party completely. Yeah, that
You're
club was
thinking of-
actually goated.
You're thinking of the
Fa-
is it Phantom?
Phantom, yeah. But the thing that I love about the Big Cheese Club is that everyone had their own like unique fun experiences. Like each little group was doing their own crazy thing. And like I just remember jumping around from like group to group and being like, "Oh, this is all right. Oh, this is all right." Like, oh, Jack Gorman just upstairs rizzing up the fucking 19-year-olds who are walking past, telling them about Super Smash Bros. Trying to get them
say
into
that,
the
mate. Come on.
no,
That's
no. I'm talking about the guys
Oh
who are
my
like he's trying to get
God.
them into Smash Bros.
Oh yeah.
You guys aren't even listening. You
Why would
literally
you
just-
use the Riz?
it's just charisma. He's just talking them off. Like you're making them fall in love with the game, mate. He's like, "Who do you, mate?"
No, play on.
okay.
That's fair bump.
Fair one. Yep.
And like they came downstairs and we had a great time. They left after like 5 minutes. But just the fact that Jack's up there, mate, having great chats with Andre up there as well. And then I come downstairs and Dan's getting jiggy with it on the dance floor with Connor,
Dude,
and
did
the
the
drinks are flowing. You went crazy. Jai the guy, he's stealing dishwasher soaps and wine bottles and running around the club.
Dude,
The melee folk
I forgot
are
about that.
getting down the
completely forgot.
secondary dance floor.
Dude.
It's so fucking
He's just
awesome.
on the side, and you just like.
I do
just
remember
takes-
our good friend and mutual podcast goer, Anthony, aka Newt, was like, he just became ultimate tight ass. He goes, "I'm not paying for a single drink. I'm not buying a single drink." And I literally go to him, I go, "What if I got you all your drinks?" And he's like, "Okay." And then for like the next 2 hours, it was just like me walking up to a table, seeing a drink, just going 5 minute 30. And then like I would just go. I
Dude,
would
you
just
actually
taste
Dude, you
it.
were
I
just
literally
Robin
got
Hood.
Anthony 8 drinks that
it's not
night.
even for yourself. You were just Robin Hood, mate.
He was just you're Robin Hood.
Can
for
I
Anthony.
interject here with I don't know if you guys have talked about this, but you reminded me when you talked about Jai the guy stealing shit. Do you guys remember
Yeah.
BAM after party? I think it was. It was Stitchy and Jai the guy that they unplugged the USB out of the turntables at the
Oh,
Serb,
Seb.
and it was just
Serb.
playing the same sample the whole time. I don't think people realize that even now. So like just a little background. Yeah,
That was
the
Jai-
USB
that was
got
Jai.
pulled out, so the turntables got corrupted. It was so funny.
Yeah.
Like Jai's like a 12-year-old man. He just like does the most dumb shit, and he gets away with it every time.
That
He
band
is,
after party was funny.
he is a rascal, that one.
How is Christmas an action?
No. We should finish on Big Cheese.
All right.
Agree first. Big
We've
Cheese
just
was
talked
like
about Big Cheese exclusively, man.
no, but it's like the first time where it's like we took all smashes. It was a lot of people. It was like 60 people, Everyone was on the dance floor, and that was special to me.
That was
Yeah. Dude, Jason
then-
getting down with it as well. That
Dude,
was
Jason's on the floor.
Jason just
Mod-
grabbed. He's like,
Mod-
my back's so sore. I need to sit there.
Mod changing his clothes.
Oh
like,
my
the
god,
collared
Mod.
shirt and the suit pants, and he's just like,
Oh my god, dude, Mod was like, he was doing some like Scottish like line dancing, mate. It was crazy.
dude, I loved it. And then
Bro, we
yeah,
got to
just
you as well.
the music was good. We could all sing along as well. And then Taco, the homie, right after was like, "Let's go to mine."
Mm.
Fucking 30-odd cunts there as well. I remember being in Andre's room while you guys were listening to like.
Wait, no, were you on the bed with us?
I wasn't on the bed with you. I was flirting.
You were
I
in the
talked to
bed.
Jamie for like an hour that night.
I remember this. It was like me,
I was in the room.
Ben Brown, Xavier, and Luma, and we were all on the bed snuggling.
I was
And
off the
Andre
bed.
had no idea. We're just up there for like 40 minutes.
Damn,
Yeah.
that was great.
Actually, landslide victory for Big Cheese for this after party, mate.
I would say any other time we've gone clubbing has also been a great time. I thought the TGX after party was fantastic. Not only the initial venue, but also
Nah.
the clubbing venue, minus the Finn incident glassing.
That's
Um,
not TGX though. That's BAM, yeah.
At them.
That was BAM. Oh my god.
Yeah.
Because I was there.
No,
for that.
TGX
Yars where like I nearly
TGX
got
we
beaten
just
up
went to
by-
Yars. Yeah, that was also great. The trek from the city to Yaya's. I don't know why we went to Yaya's, but we did.
And like those nights are really fun. And like BAM's emo night as well was really fun.
yeah,
But I think Big Cheese is special because it was like our venue. Like
Yeah.
we were the only ones there.
yeah, yeah. We didn't interact with any randoms.
We
or
have to
whatever.
pay a cent for entry, like because it was
Yeah, dude.
So Big Cheese 3 landslide victory.
Yeah. Phantom was funny because we maxed out the first pub we were meant to go to. And so
Yeah.
then we went to another pub.
There was like 3 pubs
then-
running at Phantom.
Yeah, 3 pubs because we had 2 groups, and then we went to the last one where no one was there, but it was like way too small.
So for
One
context,
bartender.
Phantom's after party got canned. Like it got canned that hour. Like they were like, "Don't come up." So then we literally had like hundreds of people wanting to charge, and our game plan was walk down the street, fill up one pub, keep walking down the overflow, fill up another pub. That was our game plan. And we're all doing shoeies outside the front.
Oh my god.
I was such an emotional manipulator. I was telling everyone I was doing.
Well, you got everyone odds on.
It was odds on, and when it was like 5 of us, the odds started at like 30. And then when more people came out, we had this sort of like power and this claim that like, hey, we've already played the game. It's your turn to step up. And then I dropped like the odds on from 30 to 10. And then everyone just started doing shoeies.
P9.
I was away for that for some reason. I think I was talking to like Oleg for a while, having a great old time. But I missed majority of the bits, I think.
You know what's an
What?
underrated after party actually that no one's brought up? That's right. The mini Perth Major Oasis, where Leon, top Bowser player, came.
Oh my god. Was this post COVID though? Like not really.
Oh no, it wasn't post COVID. My bad.
Yeah,
But it
wow.
was a great time. We hosted at one of our good old friend Blake's, his dad's house, this big ass castle, mate.
It's literally a castle.
We literally just ran around and just like did deranged shit, and it was so fun.
That sounds fun.
Um,
Hey, maybe we should do that again when you guys host a Perth Major or something.
There's like literally no way. Like
there's no way Blake allows that, mate. He's out.
Alright,
of the
well, maybe
scene.
you should host a Perth Major.
Don't worry, mate. So she's in the works.
Alright.
Be a
Oh,
bit
wait,
patient,
what?
mate.
Every after party has been good, like reflecting. I'll just say for Pissmas in action as well, real quick. Pissmas honestly was just a pub down the road. It was chill and I didn't stay out too late. But it was like nice vibes. Like everyone was there to like chat and stuff, and like there was a bit of smash going on. And then for the action, what do we? Oh, that was when we were trying to find a venue, similar situation, and yeah, we got all split off to 8 groups, and there was like the communicating. We're wandering the streets of Canberra. We literally could not find a venue that could take all of us, and eventually we just caved at the Cass. But it was good because the Cass bar was in the middle of it was a tiny fucking casino. It was in the middle of the thing, and like no one was there. So similar situation where we just hung out at the bar and we're all there sitting and talking. And then we had the Slim Boy saga where he kept winning and we dragged him off to stop playing the Cas, and he would go back and win again with his winnings. And then we drag him off, and I'm like, so, no more. And he's like, oh, okay. And then I like turn my head. He's already over there. Like, he's already got money down on the roulette, and he ended up he was up like 2 point something. It was
That's ridiculous.
Yeah. That's insane.
Do you guys remember when we hit the Cas at Phantom?
Yeah, but like, we didn't really hit the Cas too much. It was very quick.
It was 5 of us. It was us plus Jackson and Kev.
Kev was there as well, yeah.
Kev had to be there, mate.
I remember we filmed Mask Unmasked that never aired.
I think I had such a shit.
No, it's not bad. It's not bad. I'm just
Unmasked, lost episode outside Sydney Casino.
That was funny though.
I'm here with Keutz. How are you, buddy?
So dumb.
What? BAM 12 after party? What happened?
I don't know. Wasn't there?
I forgot.
Damn.
BAM 13 was fun though. Like,
BAM 13
was great.
John Bumbo, happy birthday into emo
Dude,
night with the guy shitting himself.
It was actually so good.
Dude, John had a bit where
Hashtag Shrek's picks as well.
He'd come up to behind me and just like grab my back, and I'd fall to the floor because it was like ticklish.
Yep.
And then it's like watching like. Have you guys seen the that episode of Doctor Who about the angels do you know what I'm talking about, right?
Yes.
Nobody wants to say it. It's called Weeping Angels.
Weeping
Angels,
yeah.
are they?
So like whenever you turn your head, they can like move around and they like come to kill you. That was me and John Bumbo. I'd be anywhere in the bar, and if my eyes aren't on John Bumbo, he was behind me already.
Really?
It was so fucked up. And it also had the return of the coaster bomb, which is a meme from TGS.
Which we segue into the next part, the recurring bits from Majors. The coaster bomb, John Bumbo infamously ruining the TGX post after party video by continually coaster bombing me in the video. And coaster bombing, it's quite possibly it's a war crime. Now, for the viewers that aren't aware, a coaster bomb is when you get a coaster, you tear it up, and then you just dunk it in someone's drink. And I cannot explain to you how quickly it ruins your drink, because when you rip it up, it's in all like that fluffy stuff. It instantly disintegrates into the beer, and
There's no 5-second rule, mate. It's just immediately bang.
It's immediately ruined. I remember John did it to me first, and then I did it to him. And then we were both just at the bar together going, this is terrible. Like, it instantly ruins the beer.
Yeah.
And
it was funny
it was
because
just funny.
It'd be like bits of like getting people to turn away and just like stealth bomb it.
Yeah.
And then people would be like Kobeing across the entire bar. And then the evolution was Jason, like he had his coins out. I think it was Jason.
Baby.
And he'd just be like, oh, sorry, dropped in here. And then he get his fucking whole hand. He's like, oh, I'm just going to get that real quick and put his entire
Let me just get that coin for you, man.
To grab his coins.
Literally drop a coin in your beer and then fish it out. So your beer now tastes metallic and also gamer grubby. It's like almost as bad as the coaster bomb.
Yeah.
And speaking
so
of
many... Oh wait, what? Yeah, go on. You got a whole
ruining
thing ready.
Beers, 5 minute 30. What a staple bit at these after parties. You leave room for 5 minutes 30, you're done, mate. There goes your beer.
Kind of a dead bit at this point.
You reckon it's dead?
Well, I did. So I'll get into how I tried to reinvent it. But in the meantime, just you go with your original. This Ernest story is actually just too good, mate.
Which Ernest, sorry?
Let me remind you.
I
Let me
zoned
take you
out.
back to South Australia. We're at one of the pre after party get together. Ernest Lamb.
Oh my god.
He goes to the bar, he orders a beer, and he says, I'm gonna leave my beer here. I just gotta go to the bathroom. Can you look after my beer? And we're literally all having as this story's coming up, I'm telling this bit of, leave your beer for 5 minutes 30, boom, it gets sniped. I put the timer on. Everyone's like, what are you, whose beer are you 5 minute 30? We're all here. And I just go, it's like this perfect golden beer on the table at the bar.
Untouched.
And then I get up. The timer's got 30 seconds left. Everyone's like, where are you going, Dan? There's 30 seconds left. I go, check this out. I go up to the bar, smooth. I ask for 2 more Cooper's pints or a pint of Cooper's. And my game plan is that they give me a fresh Cooper's pint and I grab both of them as it hits 0 and I go, thank you. And as they're handing the beer, there's 3 seconds left on the clock. I'm about to pull it. Ernest comes up to me. He's about to get done. And he just goes, he puts his hand on my chest and goes, thank you so much for looking after my beer.
Damn.
And then he grabs his beer and he walks away. And he has no idea that he was
Actual
really
buzzer
back
beater,
up
mate.
down.
Yeah.
And we sound like absolute monkeys at a zoo. We are going crazy on the table because we've just witnessed the most insane coincidence happening.
It was pretty
Immediately,
crazy.
it was like the best introduction to a bit ever. It was like immediately you've just seen what this like potential this has and how funny
Yeah.
it can be.
Yeah.
And everyone wanted their own Ernest Lamb moment. But I still think the original is the best. Nothing beats it, mate.
Nothing beats it, man.
I've forgotten all of
There's
them.
no Empire Strikes Back, man.
Yeah.
Yeah. Floating point, I tried to reinvent it by bringing an actual physical timer. I can
That was
actually
good.
grab it. I
Which
can
is
actually grab it
ingenious.
real quick.
You hear the egg timer going off, and you're just like, and then you're like, "Where's my beer?"
Yeah. There it is. Yeah.
I pulled up with that one and chucked it down for Ryan's drink, and he just straight up coward. He was a coward. He refused. The timer went off, and he refused to give up his drink.
What a coward.
That is
And then
such
he
a
ripped it
Ryan
out of-
move, by the way.
He ripped it out of my hands, and I went, "All right, cool," because I'm not going to fight that. And then at the actual after party, you guys tried to pull one on me, Connor. You
Whoa.
were a part
Hey.
of Ocean's 11, mate.
Don't look at. Oh yeah, we were.
There
Team
was a
Ocean's
whole.
11.
I heard there was a whole like plan.
So what? They not only did they take your timer, but they took your beer.
Jason had a whole thing. Can you explain it, Connor?
No, I've forgotten.
Wow. Okay. Well, from my perspective, because I wasn't there, I heard that Jason I'd set a timer, and I left I got like 70 free drinks because I collect my taxes, mate. I left my drink there, and Jason resets the timer for 5 minutes 30 on my own drink using my own timer. I get up and leave, and then a plan is hatched to, if I ever try to come back, someone's going to jump in front of me and distract me with a conversation.
Damn.
Like Zav's going to be like, "Hey man, how's it going?" Like blah, 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 blah.
The
and,
defense
you know,
lines.
Me being this extroverted freak, I would just love to have a chat, mate.
Hey, yeah, no backup, mate. You're in the trenches alone.
But the thing is, that wasn't even necessary. I'm just already having an immaculate conversation. And as I'm having this conversation, it's like slow. The world goes slow-mo. And I hear the ding, 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 ding. And I, like, my neck fucking cracks over. And I'm like, oh, it went off. And I'm running over. And then it dawns on me that it wasn't going off for what I had set it to. But everyone is yelling at me that I've been done and Jason's got me.
Yeah.
And I'm like, no. And then Jason goes, "I don't even like ginger beer. Here, mate." And he just gives it back.
Damn. What a homie. You got done in and then let
so
off.
dumb, mate. Yeah.
I don't know, any good recurring bits that have occurred while Christian and I were not in attendance of major.
Yeah.
It's hard to think about reoccurring stuff because every
We're not
major has
any
its like
good,
own
any
thing.
good.
Any good funny bits that we weren't there for?
I don't know, guys. I think the funniness is primarily you've got a bit of food there, mate.
A bit of pasta, mate. We're the after party connoisseurs.
Yeah.
Dude, shut up.
Dude, the singing stuff was fun at Big Cheers. As for like bits and memes, I'm a bit blank-headed, boys. I'm sorry, I didn't do as much background as I thought I.
Damn,
thought I
didn't
did.
finish your homework then. Thought the teachers wouldn't notice, but you didn't
Yeah,
make
look-
it to this section.
I
huh?
think the good thing about bits is that it's shared with the people that are there, and not, like it's very much like a in the moment you have to be there kind of thing. I think.
Of
that's,
course, mate. Of course.
it's a bit special, you know. So.
Yeah. I
My
think
cop-out answer.
we have translated a lot of these bits to the online space with our podcasts or the tweets that go out, just little content drops. I got to give a special shout out to Floating Point. The Ravsab impersonator
Dude.
was such an amazing bit by Mardo. Oh my god.
He got
Jacob
me for like
Mardo might
30
be the
seconds.
funniest fucking fella. Oh my
He
god.
got
Lightning
me
in a
for 30
bottle, mate.
seconds. I thought Ravzab was having like I thought someone said something to him, and he was having a mental breakdown. Like someone,
No, he
the
thought it was
the camel's back.
Dude, Connor, you got so fucking hard.
I freaked out because I'm like, Jackson. And
Well,
Ryzuul. Dude, the best
The
part is
initial
that,
one, the initial one was crazy.
yeah.
But then I'm talking about a different situation where Jason is showing you the one where Ravsab's like, I'm quitting the game because
yeah.
Scrimblow Bimblows can just win. And you're reading this and you're like, what the hell? And then Jason goes, no, dumbass, read it from the top. From the top. And it takes you like a solid minute to realize that this is still a joke
It's
tweet.
still Jacob Mardo. Oh my god.
You've been done, mate.
Dude,
got cooked.
I think the construction of that tweet was so amazing because it's like the most insane, believable upset to ever happen. It's like
Yes.
Jacob Ryzuul and beating Jackson. Oh
So
my
perfect.
god. Because they were seeded to play as well. I was looking at the bracket yesterday, being like, damn, Jacob's gonna play Jackson if Jacob wins his round one. Like, what's happening?
okay.
So yeah, damn.
The real upset could have actually happened.
So we have a lot of
To
fun,
be honest,
don't we?
we had a lot of fun without you at Floating Point, Keutz. There was a lot of good bits that happened without you, man. Weirdly enough. But you were also still participating for a lot of them because you just had the funniest shit of all time. Keutz and Chef Podcast Esports, mate. Oh my goodness, the content we did for that. Some of it didn't even make the light of day, but honestly,
If I can't like,
Get the big
clutched
cheese
up.
one.
You clutched up, mate. Wait, Big Cheese?
What?
What about Big Cheese?
what about
She
Oh, I
did
think
the
we-
massage. She did the group
Oh,
podcast.
yeah.
Oh,
She did
dude.
The
True,
TikToks, man.
actually.
the TikToks, the talks. Oh, the talk has been so good. And the videos,
The Jason TikToks.
Jason
oh my
TikToks, the Chipotle videos.
God. Chip mic'd up, dude.
I think that is something special, and I think something like I value a lot about our community is that people are like obviously like not to blow air up our ass, cuz, but people are making the effort to make content and like remember these memories. You know what I mean?
Yes. Yes.
Like forever, because Chip doing mic'd up, we will have One for All, aka Dan, telling Anthony to suck his dick after upsetting him at TGF and just having that whole pop off.
What a specific one to bring up, by the way.
It was a good one.
Because like that's just like something that would probably get lost to time. And then there's just the words, is no one gonna dap me up for this? After Dan just told Anthony to suck his dick. It's just so funny.
True.
It's
I
something
feel like there's some other good ones that are evading our memory right now as well. That's what's annoying me a bit.
Yeah. Oh well. Hey, if you
Yeah,
can
man.
remember any bits from majors, be sure to leave a comment below.
Oh, a little bit. Wow, Connor, you're killing it, man. Thank you.
yeah, you should start your own podcast, mate.
Yeah.
Yeah, you'd be alright at this, actually.
I'd call it the comedy corner.
Sorry, mate, that's already
That's
filled
it.
in.
It's a deep cut.
That is a very deep cut.
Is this
Alright.
another one where we don't have a general consensus and this is just
Well, this is just
every
something
major
we're
has
talking
good bits? Yeah, okay, this is just a discussion point.
about. Title this
Fair.
section, We Have a Good Time.
Yeah.
Okay.
Last but not least, something special to us three and a few of the Dumb For Real, the potty content at these majors.
Yes.
We started off strong with Phantom, where we got Aiden from the yard to get a photo with us. Do you remember
Insane.
that, Connor?
Yeah, that was funny.
Connor, like literally, I will not forgive this man. He like said g'day to Aiden, and Aiden was just so cooked. He was like,
Dude, Ernest and Nia Turner.
he was on one.
Oh my god. That's true, actually.
Oh my
god.
Yelling at Nia Turner.
What was the quote again?
What are you looking at?
What are you looking at?
Oh my god, it was what are you looking at? Yeah. and then Neotono ran away, and then it was like, dude, did you say it's a Neotono?
And he goes,
And he
"What?"
freaked out.
Oh my god.
There was obviously the Big Cheese 3 where we got our good live potty in. Like Phantom was like we ran at Big Cheese because we walked at Phantom.
True.
What the
It was
fuck?
smoother
Oh.
at Big Cheese. And can I just say a highlight of that Big Cheese potty was the Taicho interview.
Yeah, where's the city?
He absolutely killed you, and then I'm laughing and having a great time, and then he turns it to me, and I'm
Yeah,
like,
you're
oh,
dumb.
I'm like, oh, I've got to go, man. I've got to go. Get out of here.
That was great.
beautiful.
That was so fun.
At least a high for me. TGX the mic'd up still hasn't come out yet, but I think that's going to be a really good mic'd up. I
yeah.
drowned and I just went, fuck it, we ball and we're gonna have a laugh. And I tried my little heart out to have
John
some
Bombo
fun.
money match, mate.
Oh my god, John Bombo got rinsed in that money match. 3-1. Meta Knight took a game. Bullshit.
Real.
That's so funny. I've changed to Meta Knight.
And then he was doing his dash attack, up air, dare shit. Oh my god. Did we?
That's how it goes.
And then BAM 12 or BAM 13, sorry, was the crew battle.
Yeah, that was good.
where I
Oh, that
think
was
I SD'd it. No, did I
You
SD'd
didn't
and then
SD at
probably,
all.
no, I think I SD'd, bro.
You didn't SD.
No, I'm pretty sure I SD'd.
Tommy SD.
Tommy.
No,
Yeah.
did I SD?
You didn't SD. I
No.
fucking owned you.
No, you got so cooked.
Oh my god, that's right. I
You
remember
got S smashed.
I took
which was
Connor
an
to
early
lilac,
kill.
and my first 2 stocks disappeared.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then
Yeah, that was-
Tommy, for my mental, I don't say he SD'd. I think of it as him going for a suicide kill with the side B. Because if he got it, that was game ender right there. So
By the
yeah.
way, Connor, I don't know if you're aware of the patch notes, but we're straying away from he now.
Oh,
Getting
bad
called
blood.
out.
That's all right though. That's all right though. Yeah.
know the patch notes.
Yep. But yeah, that was an amazing experience actually. Obviously, hate to not win, but also it was so fun.
That was a
It was
good
a
time
good laugh.
editing that one. I liked that.
It was great. Yeah,
comparison
Jared, you
editing.
killed it. I just love the Anthony just piecing out immediately to go and
What a
do
fucking dog.
Straight
the,
into
the
Oleg.
ladder bracket. Yeah.
So-
Oh, true. Actually, Oleg had the receipts of he immediately challenged Oleg.
No. I think it was a random matchmaking.
It was random.
Yeah. Sorry, but immediately challenged someone.
First, I think it was Pat, try to match into Anthony, and then he couldn't accept that into randomly getting Olag after losing to Luigi.
Yeah.
That's what it was.
Should we try and pick our favorite content thing from the majors that we've done these things at?
Content Big Cheese 3, easy for me.
If I had to pick a favorite piece of content, I think
I actually
Jason's
would pick-
floating point recap would be it.
Oh, that was really, really good.
Yeah.
And I also liked what we did for Floating Point as well. But I really liked BAM. We did the Tox, mate, and we did the crew battle, and it was
The
really,
talks
really
were
fun.
funny. Yeah,
True, we did do the talks.
the talks were funny.
Another hung vote.
I don't know. It was just Big Cheese 3 was so special just sitting in that table. It felt like we'd finally got a grasp on what we wanted to do for that first segment, and it just all came together. I remember having so
And
much
you
fun
had-
filming that.
And you had the hot seat as well, to be fair. So Big Cheese, I rate that pick as well. Jared, can you help us out here, mate?
What's up, man?
We
Trying to pick
need
one.
a judge, jury, and execution on this one to finish us off.
What's this category again? You just remind me, please.
This is just stroking our ego for
This
the
is stroking our egos.
the content that
Gotta look at my
we've personally done,
Oh, the
collaborations.
content. What? Really
Done for
depends on
real
what I had
and
what did I have
Cousin
the
Chef.
most fun producing?
Editing.
Editing.
Yeah.
Behind the camera, not contributing. What was the most fun?
Honestly, okay. Well, I'll just go through them real quick. I think Big Cheese was funny. I liked being part of a good chunk of the stories and knowing what people when could it be oh yeah, so such and such happened, and I'm like, oh, this is gonna be good. These Eastern Staters don't know what they're about to hear. That was the fun part for me. But honestly, I think latest BAM with the crew battle, that was probably the most fun because, well, I got to contribute. I played in it, and I did pretty good in it actually as well. So
And you helped us produce some of the tough map.
true.
The camera quality, the videography, mate. Oh, next level.
I also, Big Cheese also, did have the masseuse.
Hot seat.
The hot
Yep.
seat. The Stabby
We
J
did have
hot
that
seat.
one.
I remember I went back to to Stabby J at BAM and he goes, "Are you recording this?" I went, "No, this is just pleasure. This is not business. This is just pleasure."
That's so good.
There was another experience that felt like it should have been recorded at Big Cheese, but it just wasn't, and that was the pizza incident. That played out like a short, you know, like a Vic short.
Can't wait to have my pizza. Open the box. Oh.
$16, mate, and you get this.
$16 for literally the smallest pizza you've ever seen. $2
Connor,
more.
you were-
got this
Connor-
nice pizza.
Well, I was
Connor,
the
you were
outcome
not
of
happy
that
to see it.
pizza. Yeah.
Well, no, it
it's-
was you and Ernest, and neither of you were happy to see it.
No, I just lost money. It wasn't too
Classic
good.
stitch up.
I felt so guilty because I saw the pizza and I was like, "Oh my god, like this is ridiculous."
Yeah, so
It,
silly. All right, so I won that one again. Jared backed me on that one again.
God.
Cool.
all right,
You're
sweet.
welcome. How many
Connor, mate.
categories are we through, and how
think
many
we're
do
at
you
the
have
I think we're done now.
We're done.
Okay.
We've harped on for a long time.
It's
Connor, any final thoughts,
minute,
man?
hour 20 minutes.
Yeah, I'll just say my classic spiel of like I think it's important to capture things as they happen because just as you've seen us attempt to recreate our memories, we can't remember anything all the time. So it's good to make sure we have like visible like little like time capsules of sorts and like recorded stuff so you can actually relive those moments sometimes.
Of course.
Dude, the selfie stick has changed the game. Jason's
Actually.
upped it, mate.
I'm gonna buy a new phone and
I'm looking forward to next Big Cheese.
finally. Still no power
Um,
button on this thing.
I've got some final thoughts. First of
Yep.
all, any TOs out there, don't feel discredited if we didn't put your major for category. Like, they've all been exceptional. And I'm forever thankful that we've had these opportunities to meet these people and to even make these memories. This is a completely subjective tier list. And don't let our opinions take away from that. You know?
Yeah. Just to reiterate what Keutz has said as well, I think the only reason we can even have this discussion is because every major has its value and has been like good. And every major has something to talk about, mate. I think, yeah, I've not been to a major that I haven't enjoyed, and I feel very blessed to be part of this community. And I think, yeah, that's it.
I don't
man.
think I've come away from a major and not been eager to go to the next one, you know?
So many stories to tell, you know? I mean, I guess that's it for us then, eh?
That's it. Connor, mate, thanks for coming on.
Yeah, no problem.
Hope you had a good time. We'll see you all later.
Yeah. Anyway, I'll see you guys at the Dumb Frill podcast.
Yeah, shut the fuck
Back
up.
to you in the
Later.
studio, mate.
This feels fucking awesome.
Yeah, I know it does, but it's funny. Say it's funny.
What?
Say it's funny.
I was literally tabbed out.
Say it's funny.
What's funny?
This bit.
Oh, it's great.
How women control men for years. This is just like Stalin getting his head scratched. You will take down the Berlin Wall or whatever Stalin did. What did he put it up?
Are you guys ready to record?
Thank you so much, Connor, for coming onto the show. I know you're having a little bit of trouble with your own podcast, so it's good to help
Dude.
out a mate. And what about that ding? Doesn't that sound lovely?
Lovely.
We are going to love hearing that throughout the podcast.
Again and again
And you know,
and sorry, no, you keep going.
sorry. You know, we're talking about these majors, the perfect majors, Christian. You know, like what's the ultimate major? But something we've seemed to have left out is what complements a perfect major, Christian?
There's a lot of factors that go into it, but I think end of the day, it's the matches that happen and the players that make that happen. I feel like.
Players that make that happen. I got something to tell you, Christian. There was an idea
To bring together a group of remarkable gamers.
to see if we could become something more.
So when they needed funding, they could win the sets that we never could.
We are now formally introducing the Keutz and Chef Podcast Esports. That is right, Australia. Your two favourite content creators have embarked on a journey to raise
Hell.
upon the landscape of the Oz Smash scene.
Who did we start with?
Everyone. At all the events we've entered, Keutz and Chef Podcast Esports has reigned supreme.
I only need 2 fingers. That's all we've got in first and seconds.
Ryzuul took our PM, no games dropped. Dura came second at floating point. Sorry, where's Kanga? Where's anyone else? There's names I can't remember. You know why? Because it's hard to see them when you're sitting at the top of the summit.
Above the clouds.
Way too higher.
Can you put clouds up now, Joe?
Yeah, sure.
And who can forget where it all started? ScoBoat, the scombobulator,
ScoGoat.
the ScoGoat. Don't rock the ScoBoat. Let me introduce to you Vic Arcadian 2.0.
I have no idea.
The most recent Vic Arcadian.
Yep.
I was at home just enjoying the event. And I thought to myself, wouldn't it be a grand old idea if I plastered Keutz and Chef podcast onto the guy that's going to win the tournament?
It's crazy because I was there and I was so much less involved than you were.
Yeah, that's actually insane.
Oh, we got a nice little image as well.
Get up, it's game day.
Get up. It's game day.
So pretty much what happened was I was watching the event. I saw ScoBo get knocked into losers round 1. I was like, oh no. But I was like, he's going to go on for a crazy run right now. I was like, this is kind of going to be the storyline of the event.
It's crazy because Rob got no legs, but how are we running?
He's good. But I looked and I said, he's got no sponsor. I was like, mate, this is a perfect opportunity to just tie ourselves to the guy that's going to win it. I sent him a message.
Unhinged, actually.
I sent him a message. I go, hey, mate, no, we've never talked before.
That's so crazy.
Do you want to be sponsored by Keutz and Chef Podcast Esports? Every set you win, I'll give you $10. All you got to do is have K&CPE in your tag. And he goes, yeah.
Yeah. Sounds good, mate.
And then this journey has just gone off. This is...
Wait, that's me. Yeah.
This is ScoGoat,
That's us, actually.
Christian, and myself
Yeah. Lovely.
with... Oh, there's also Anthony in the background. You can just make him out.
Yeah.
We did make a few pretty good tweets that I would like to share if people had missed out on the coverage taken place by Jared and myself.
You got
Back on
that, Jared? You
home
pull that up? Oh, my God.
Hold on, he's just gonna...
No sound.
ScoGoat getting a remarkable Rumbo combo and P9 to close out game 2.
Nice tree, mate. Deforestation.
Call out on the Lloyd rocket. Perfect stuff. It's
Beautiful.
ScoBoat for the competition.
Ooh.
Hashtag ScoBoat for the competition.
God.
Hashtag don't rock the ScoBoat. Hashtag quick scope.
Quick scope, yo.
We didn't even tweet that one. Is there another tweet?
There's got to be one about Scooby snacks. Scooby-Doo.
Oh, that would have been alright. I think this is
Mystery Inc.
This is why Jared and me were at home making the tweets, and you were there doing.
I was there.
You were the
Boots
what
on
they call it? The
ground.
AFL. It's like the on-ground coverage was done by Christian Curry.
Yeah, live reporter. It's interesting
Got
though.
Christian on the sidelines right now with ScoBoat.
I was live reporter, but I didn't know what I was reporting. I'm just sitting there playing like friendlies with Kev Dog.
How did you hear of this? Oh, hold on. We got one more ScoBoat tweet.
Oh, my bad. Sorry, got ahead of myself.
Is this against Mothcoats? ScoGoat resets the Pixel Arcadian. The scombobulation is too much for the comp.
Bang.
Hold on. What does he do? Oh, wait. He's not done yet.
Little snipe.
Call him sticky fingers the way he's not done yet. Bang. Down smash to close it
Bang.
out.
Little spin to win.
So how did you hear this?
So yeah, I'm just
ordeal?
off to the side. I've been eliminated playing friendlies with Kev Dog, Cloudy, having a grand old time. And for some reason, my ears just prick up. I hear the weapon esports. Those are the words that leave ScoBo's mouth. I'm not even eavesdropping. It's just I only hear the weapon from this guy's mouth. So I'm like, what fingers has he got him, like, you know, what pies has he got his fingers into?
Is Dan on the other side of the country gotten into?
So now I am actively eavesdropping, and in between,
Good to establish you're a passive eavesdropper.
I'm definitely like
You
not
don't
actively
actively
listening to
eavesdrop.
conversations. I'm like, interesting. This is quite peculiar. And after a bit of time passes, and I'm just like, let me check out the stream real quick after a friendly against Cloudy. What do I see? K&CPE ScoBoat. I check my message. I've got nothing. And I go, what is... So, Keutz and Chef podcast. I get that. What is the E? Esports. We've sponsored this guy? What? And then I'm checking Twitter and it's like...
All these tweets. Yeah.
All these tweets. I've missed everything. Apparently there's some big party that's going on and I wasn't invited.
Let's just say it was a very slow Sunday in Perth. Not a lot was going on.
Just sitting at home.
Dan was shaking off a hangover and felt a little bit
He just
bored.
wanted to be included, man. And that's all right.
I did. I was feeling left out because of floating point. But, and then you at the Arcadian, you know. I see, Jared, you want to pull that video up or are you getting ready for something?
And it's just crazy that like that... Sorry?
I was just grabbing some more.
Okay.
Oh, okay,
It's
sorry.
just crazy that initial like bit that was just on the fly sort of
Yeah.
improv from you has now led to...
The arguably number one Smash esport team in Australia at the moment.
Yes.
And
Yes.
you know what's funny? You look at the numbers. A lot of followers, nah.
Nah.
But we pay well. We treat our players correct. And they perform well.
Yes.
We've got a recipe going. We're like little master chefs of the esport world.
Cooking, mate.
That's why you're called Chef Bud.
That is why I call me chef. So the Arcadian was just a little entree, if you will. Let's keep this cook analogy going. For the main course, floating point.
It kind of worked out perfectly, actually.
Absolutely.
The Arcadian is the alley-oop to the floating point slam dunk.
Yes. Don't know how you line this up. All of a sudden, we've sponsored Dura and Ryzuul. Two goats in their own respect. Number one seeds at both PM and Ultimate.
You forgot the game, mate.
I sometimes do that where I'm like, I know the game and I don't know the word I'm trying to get at. I'm just going to take me a second to get there. How did you line that up, by the way?
The Dura one.
Yeah.
I messaged
The
him.
Curse of Dura.
I messaged. Oh,
there he is. The Pharaoh himself.
Jared, by the way, I did post this tweet. Jared did make this, and now it is Dura's profile picture.
Yeah.
That is the influence
Snapchat
us three
liner.
knuckleheads have had on this young man's Smash career. How did I get him? I literally DM'd him and I said, how would you like to partake in a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity just for floating point?
You gave him a little like business deal.
And he was just like, yeah,
Let's talk about opportunities.
There was an idea.
Oh my God. I'm not doing this again.
And yeah, no, and then Ryzuul, like obviously Jacob's just like down for the bits, like was like super keen. Also Dura was keen as well for the bits. But yeah, nah, it was like surprisingly easy. I think like when you're not like, oh wait, this is such a shot actually. I'm going to ruin my chances of getting sponsored by any esport team.
What?
But when you're like not, I think a random like 16, 18-year-old kid trying to get people to join your esport team, but you're just like an established, cool person in the community, it's like kind of easy, especially if you pay well.
Yeah.
Because it's like,
earn your stripes.
thing is, I'm not doing it to like build my esport team, which is nothing wrong with that. Don't mean to be rude. It's just kind of funny. But it's like I'm just like wanting to do it for content
Yeah.
and like also help out a mate.
Yeah.
There's like nothing really for me to gain personally.
Absolutely, mate.
But I mean, if you guys want to get an esports team, go nuts. We'll help you out. Maybe we'll sponsor your esports team.
Ooh, there's many more events to come.
I have had a lot of people actually ask me
Really?
to be sponsored.
Wait, no way.
Dead ass. I've had quite a few people come.
How come this is the first I'm hearing of it?
Because you don't pay the money. I do.
Yeah, by the way, folks, it's the
we will
Keutz and
get
Chef
into later,
podcast esports.
but,
It's kind of just Keutz.
Up next, we are going to be talking to two of our premier players, or they were our premier players. Now we don't have them anymore. Keutz and Chef podcast esports, Dura and Ryzuul. Get interviewed with them up next. Please
Exclusive.
enjoy.
Ahoy there, boys. How are we?
Hey.
Hey.
That is how we say hello to our guests now. Is that we always segue and say hello.
Oh,
Ahoy.
yeah.
Welcome to Keutz and Chef podcast. By the way, for the fans, this is their first podcast. So if they're shit, let us know in the comments below. We won't get them on again.
Yeah, please.
Also,
Also,
lock us
feel
up.
free to write in some questions as well. We got one fan written question for this segment. Hoping to get some more in the future segments though.
Please submit those questions. They're very important for
Yes,
the podcast.
of course.
All right, where should we start, Christian? We got a big list here.
Do you want to start off with a targeted question or a general question? You think?
So, obviously, these boys are under the Keutz and Chef podcast esports banner. And just a question for your experience for future competitors coming with us. Did the food taste better knowing it was coming straight out the account of us two fellas? Was
I
it
don't
good?
think-
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I don't think I would have been able to win without that feeling, you know.
That's
Disgusting.
the feeling of the two boys backing you.
Yeah, of course. I needed that.
I was
for
walking
sure.
into the venue feeling good after eating
Yeah?
food
That's
Oh,
really
yeah.
backed
good.
by the boys.
What was your pre-tournament feed then?
My pre-tournament feed was the little white cafe downstairs.
Yes,
That was a banger, by the way.
I had banana
No
bread.
context, I'm kind of fucked. But
Yeah, the
yes.
white cafe. All right, yeah, shoot.
Yeah, you wouldn't get it, Keutz.
It's like a little white.
Yeah, the white cafe.
No, not quite.
For the white cafe.
Yeah,
Yeah.
go on.
Go on, what'd you get from the cafe?
The banana bread.
Ooh, that was a good one. That was a good one.
Yeah.
for
The
sure.
banana bread was good.
Heated up with melted butter on it. Yeah, it was really good.
Mate.
Absolutely.
That does sound like every other canteen. Am I crazy?
Nah,
like-
it
You
was-
got canteens that heated up for you over in Perth? That's crazy. What?
Mate, different gravy over here.
Okay.
But
Sandwich pressed down to make it crispy on the outside.
What?
you know,
Anyways,
on the topic of floating point, first off, just want to give our congratulations to Ryzuul. Obviously took out the major, 0 games dropped, playing some secondary, tertiary characters,
Mhm.
and Dura, mate, do you got a problem with us, mate?
Oh,
Do you, yeah, do you got a problem, mate?
no.
Oh,
Because I
okay.
lost.
Did you miss a memo when we said that we only sponsor winners?
Big part of the sponsorship.
I wasn't trying.
You weren't
You were
trying.
trying.
Oh,
No.
okay.
Yeah,
You're trying a doubles there, yeah?
yeah.
Yeah.
And 3v3s.
Okay.
Yeah,
Oh,
of
okay,
course.
so you weren't trying. So
And the
we're-
pre-local.
We're a joke to you. Our money's a joke to you. Is that what you're saying?
No, I think no. I think I just
Yeah,
need
hear
a
me
bit
out,
more. Yeah, so I think Kanaji he's really good, and I kind of wanted to see him win a major because he deserves it, and I won BAM, so I don't want to be a little greedy and take both majors back to back. So second is probably the best spot before.
Probably should have let
the-
us in on that plan though.
Yeah, just a little bit beforehand. Tell the
Yeah,
fellas, hey,
no,
I'm
that's
gonna...
my fault. That is
You could
definitely
have
my
sponsored the one
fault.
that you're actually planning on winning, like maybe
Yeah.
a big cheap or
Yeah. I'm not going to big cheese, unfortunately, but
no
Yeah.
sponsors for that one, huh?
nah.
Yeah, it's a shame. No sponsors.
Stuck in
for
my
that one.
bedroom.
Damn. Yeah.
We are looking for new ulti sponsors. So, Dura, do you have any suggestions for Big Cheese then?
Maybe some winners.
Since you like to do that
um,
so much.
I think honestly, my prediction that's gonna the person who's gonna win Big Cheese is Bro One.
Oh,
Whoa.
mate.
Yeah.
Why is that?
Can you elaborate on that?
That's interesting.
I think Bro One is honestly probably the best player going, in my opinion. I've looked at the entries, and I just think he's like over the past year he's improved so much. And I think
Rattle off some other names attending because I haven't looked yet. Like other top.
That's a good question. I can't remember actually.
So, Bro One's the best out of a bunch we can't remember.
Yeah.
I know Strix is going. Strix can do it.
Bro, he's the best house on the shittest street right now.
It's the Bro One house.
Bro, who are we comparing it to?
I don't know.
You're going up.
No one's even worth remembering.
I think Bro One will win. I think Bro One will win.
Notable enough, really.
Put that in the books, guys. Dura reckons Bro One is going to win.
Yeah.
Over to you, Ryzuul.
Yeah.
You had such a dominant performance at floating point.
Yeah.
How many more of the top level Oz P Plus players do you reckon you can force stock with your secondaries?
Probably all of them, to be honest. Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
That's interesting.
I
If
mean,
you
like,
had to put a number. Wait, no, you go.
Well, like it's like PM's a volatile game, man. You know.
Yeah.
Like being honest. So four stocks are a lot more common than like 3 stocking in ulti, I reckon.
Yep.
I could probably do it versus like 7 of the 10.
Let's say it's like a crew battle though, right? It's you versus everyone else who plays P plus.
With my secondaries. How many secondaries
you go full tryhard.
You're going full Super Saiyan 3.
How many people do you kill with your 4 stocks?
Oh. Probably 5.
Are you dead ass?
Dead ass?
I think 5.
Wait, is that 20 stocks?
No, it's 4.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, it is. Yeah, 20.
You get through 20
I've just done the
stocks
math.
with your
That is
4
20
stocks.
stocks.
Yeah, I do a lot of for some backstory. I actually do a lot of like challenges in friendlies and stuff with like the fellas. So like we'll do like it's a first of 10, but they only need to win 1. Or like I have 1 stock versus their 4 stock. Or like, we just do a bunch of shit like that. So I'm actually pretty prepped for this situation.
Really interesting.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
I think we have a photo to accompany what you're talking about as well. By
Drag
the
your
way.
eyes
Is
to
it-
the
I hope it's the
Discord.
hydrogen bomb.
Viewers, this will appear on your screen. This is our depiction of
What the fuck is this, God?
That is you versus the best of the creme de la creme of Oz PM.
I'm getting fucked, dude. Look at me. I'm getting owned. Maybe I do get owned.
They need 3 children to even tackle the great adult.
Yeah.
They need-
Well, yeah, to be fair, the current OzPR, like a couple of players haven't been that active, so that's why I think I can take 5. But
Oh, interesting. Okay.
yeah, definitely not the top guys. No way. I like have a hard enough time beating them, but
yeah.
so it's all like
They're
bottom
like
end
out
of
of
it.
the game right now.
Some people at the bottom of the game, about bottom of the PR, aren't really practicing that much at the moment. So
Right. Okay. Are you still on the practice, mate?
yeah, of course.
Oh shit! Didn't even realize. Interesting.
Yeah, I play like pretty often.
So what would you say like actually keeps you competing then? And like, if you're like undisputed number 1 right now, why are you still grinding? Is it like love for the game? What's going on?
Yeah, I really like PM, and I'm pretty hard myself. So there's always like something to improve, right?
Oh my god, it's actually Patrick Bateman. You could always be... Dude, Jacob reckons you can always be thinner. Look better, be thinner. Wow.
But yeah, I also have a trip to America coming up, so that's sort of motivating me as well.
Yeah, I was gonna ask about that because, like, is there any plans for the international travel?
Oh yeah, I'm going for like 3 weeks in April next year. I'm going to NorCal for a week and a half, and going to like the big tournament in Denver.
What's the tourney in Denver called?
Mile High Club 2. Funny PM centric major name, but yeah.
Oh, okay. I actually think I've heard of Mile High Club.
Yeah, I think I had ulti there last time. I had like all the games, but it was pretty small. It was like like Riptide, like kind of that, like, but not
Yeah,
this
I
Riptide,
got
like
you.
last Riptide, probably similar like ulti skill, like to put it in perspective. But it's a pretty big deal for PM guys. It's like most
Yeah,
where
cool.
the good Midwest players go. And
I would maybe know some of the names. Can you give me the big ones?
for PM,
Yeah.
so I think Dirtboy was there. They're like a Squirtle player. You had
Okay.
like Ron Gunshoe, I think. Boring Man was there. Oh, sorry, Sipmaster was there.
I've actually
The Doctor might have been there.
Oh, dude.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
so there was like a lot of people that I didn't really do too much research on Mile High Club 1, but I know like a lot of top dogs went there, and they're planning to make the event even bigger this time. So
Damn.
I'm very excited to go.
How do you feel about your odds? What's your goal for it?
I want to get top 8.
Nice.
I want to win, obviously, like win the whole
Yeah.
thing. But realistically speaking, if I get a good bracket and I get incredibly good during the hyperbolic time chamber while I'm in NorCal for a week and a bit,
Ooh.
I'm hoping top 8. Yeah, I'll be happy with that. But if I don't make it, what do you want? Like, it's where I am. So like wherever I end up, it's where realistically that's where I am.
Is that your first time traveling internationally then?
Yeah, so that'll play a factor as well. I'll probably like be shit in the bed being in America, like just in general. So
I was gonna say, like, what if you go over there and you're just like, oh, like the play's just so immaculate. You're just like, oh shit.
well, I'm a type of person that like gets super G'd for that. I'm like, holy shit, there's like, I don't know if you guys like, I played Motobug recently when they came down to Australia, and like I actually felt so good to just like
Really
go super hard, like I played really good and I was still losing. So I was like, oh shit, like I gotta step it up and like actually tap into that. So I'm very excited to get my ass beat, even if I like go 0-2, as long as I'm playing well, I won't be that mad. Like I genuinely like I'll be disappointed for sure, but like
that's the Dragon Ball Z shit when Goku's fighting Frieza and they're like, but he's still got the KL Ken. It's like he's already using it and you're just getting your like going close game 5 with Motobug. Like
yeah. So I need to fucking lock in, man. If I'm over there.
You pulled the hat or you pulled the rabbit out of the hat, mate. We got there in the end, and just like you in your tournament, you're able to get him in the end. Thank God.
I did.
Let's keep on the serious questions for a second.
Yeah, okay.
Jump back.
Our document definitely isn't questions then divided by joke questions.
You don't have to have that, man. You don't have to.
That's funny.
Don't leak, man.
Sorry.
Dura, no one's like actually officially interviewed you for this, but like, how does it actually feel climbing to that summit and winning BAM? By the way, Australia's largest faction.
The big one, the big B.
Yeah, it was I still like to this day like sometimes think like how the hell did I do it?
Really?
Yeah, I definitely think the main thing that definitely like won me my first major was definitely switching to Cloud. I think like because I played Joker for so long, I just think Cloud was definitely like the character for me. Like I clicked with the character, and ever since then I've been just like really putting all into that character, and it kind of was like perfectly timed with BAM. I was like playing at my absolute best during that time, and when BAM like happened, I was just like in my prime, just like I did really well beating everyone. So.
Did you feel like it was your tournament to win at the time?
Yeah, I really did.
So you went into BAM like I'm gonna take this.
Yeah, I felt really confident to Jono as well, actually, which was like the main person. And I also I didn't really verse Kanaji prior to BAM, but I actually was really confident in Kanaji as well. And obviously I did beat him at BAM. So, yeah.
We don't talk about Kanaji too much.
We understand that. That's still pretty recent.
Yeah, it's all right.
Yeah.
He looked you up in the yellow books, man. He got your number, it seemed.
Yeah. Nah,
That's going away.
That's crazy.
Yeah, he studied.
That's pretty brutal, though.
He did his homework.
How does that translate though? Like the climb versus going into floating point, you're like the number 1 seed.
You're the guy to beat now. There's no Jono.
It's all different now.
You're the dude.
It feels really weird because I like my whole time in this, because I started playing in Ultimate, but the whole time I've been in Ultimate, I've always like seen myself as looking up to better players to beat. I've always just been like that, and for the first time at floating point, there was like I am the person that they're looking up to beat. Like So it felt
Yeah.
really weird, and I definitely felt the pressure, and I was like really nervous.
Yeah.
And, but you know, I kept my composure for most of the tournament. Yeah.
I mean, you've been grinding it out your whole ultimate career, as you said, and we do actually have an image to accompany that, that we've cooked up
Yeah.
to represent your struggle about ultimate.
All right.
Oh, exciting.
Just
These are
loading
so
up.
good.
That is you, my friend, pushing that boulder up, and then once you think you've hit the summit, comes back down.
And
once
Kanaji
again.
is right there to kick you back down.
Yeah.
You got to keep
That's
pushing.
pretty
up.
It's like
accurate.
the endless stairway. If you don't have 70 stars, it's like just keeps going up and up and up.
Yeah.
That's so
I
fun.
know it. Yeah.
Brutal.
It's just like I thought of like a fucked way to think about it. Well, I think Mango actually said this. It's like when you're at the top, it's like that's what you want. Everyone wants to be at the top.
Yeah.
And then you look down, and then it's just all these like crazed, like fucking like rabid like people just like trying to get to you at the top, bro. And you just like
Yeah.
either get pulled down or you kick them away.
Yeah.
It's fun.
It's what it feels like. Yeah.
Like when you're the guy, because like now, like if I see you at a major, bro, like it's on site. Like I'm coming for you, man.
Did you?
Yeah.
So did you feel like Floating Point wasn't like your tournament then, like BAM was?
I definitely felt more confident at BAM. I think Floating Point was like, because I honestly I wasn't really planning to go on Floating Point. Like main reason I went is because of like you guys and like getting a little.
Mate,
like-
he's too good. He's too
Literally
good.
forgot about this.
Yeah. So it was kind of last minute of me going because
Yeah.
everyone wanted me to go. No one, because they knew like I was gonna be first seed if I win. They wanted me to go for that reason.
Yeah.
But I still like I still thought I could win, but I knew Kanaji was really gonna be like the threat. Like I didn't think of anyone else. It was just Kanaji. Like
Yeah.
Yeah.
and yeah,
So like no other external factors or anything like that.
no, not really.
No. Okay. Okay. Interesting.
That's really interesting that there were no other external factors there, my friend. Because direct your eyes to the Discord. There was a factor that's coming to your life, my friend. And
Oh,
you got a missus, mate. And you know,
Yeah.
you had to decide if it was going to be your smash career or having a girlfriend. And
Green Goblin's giving
Well-
you the choice, mate.
Actually-
Spider-Man, you chose.
well, to actually branch off that a little bit, I was I was talking to her like the main like I was like we like started like talking like to like get together during BAM. Like
The
I
power.
still won BAM considering like you know like I was talking to her outside of like in the city, like not even practicing. I was like talking to her instead. Like
You've been stiffed, Keutz. You've been
Then
stiffed.
how did you make it work then? What? That's crazy.
honestly, I don't know.
You like watch you
Dude,
practice all
I think
day?
it's more of a power up than actually a nerf. Like
Did you send her the stream link?
oh yeah, I did for sure.
Oh,
He's the goat. He's the
Yeah,
goat.
she watched me win.
Oh,
So-
so she heard us two fuckwits commentating.
Uh,
No,
yeah, I guess she did.
That's crazy. Dude, this
I'm
guy's
gonna-
the goat. You're
Now
actually
she
the
knows
goat.
what you guys look like.
That's so fucking funny.
Oh my god, who's those really funny guys?
That's so funny.
Did you watch Floating Point as well?
Yeah, she did. Yeah.
Nah, well, you gotta. If you can't have him at his worst, you can't have him at his best. You know,
Exactly.
can't have your cake and eat it too.
Mm-hmm. Speaking of which, actually, we do have this is related to our fan question that we've got coming in. Do you want to tackle this one, Keutz? I know because he was in communication with you initially.
Alrighty. So we got a fan submitted question coming in from Jack Gorman.
Mm.
Oh,
Jack Gorman writes in asking, "How did you get a girlfriend, Dura?" He's really struggling to figure it out for himself.
Any tips?
Any tips? Thanks. Much love, Jack Gorman.
There is an accompanying photo, by the way, in case you missed it.
yeah, I've seen it.
Yeah,
I've
I
seen it.
saw that.
I've
Yeah.
seen it.
Okay, if I'm gonna be completely honest,
Do it, bro.
so we met each other online. So it was
Not
it was
Discord.
No, it was on Hinge.
Oh,
Yeah.
The golden goose.
Do you,
Yeah.
Wait, as a quick aside, on Hinge, did you have the fact that you play Smash Bros on there?
No, I didn't. No, I didn't.
Wow.
Wow, give me 2 seconds, boys.
Take that off the profile. Man.
It's crazy. 'Cause I shouldn't be putting that. And if the cunt that won, Australia's largest Smash tournament, he's not putting it. Why the fuck am I putting it?
That's funny.
Yeah. I mean, obviously, like soon after like getting close to her, I told her immediately like about my, tournaments and stuff, which she actually really liked.
It's just a cute little quirk,
Yeah.
I've got a dark side.
Yeah, how
Yeah,
would
the
you,
curse
how
of
would you say
Dura.
like Jack Gorman can, get a little misso himself?
Well,
Wait, who liked her? Did you like her?
no, she liked me.
Oh, okay.
Ooh, interesting.
I think the biggest thing you want to be is you want to be mysterious.
Ooh.
Gorman
That
does
was-
put himself out there.
That was my main goal. My Hinge profile actually has almost nothing about me.
Damn.
Put
Yeah.
up some prompts. Like what? Give us like a run
what
through
were
of
your
the prompts.
No, I didn't have any.
Dude,
Wow.
Yeah.
bro.
This guy, fuck this guy. Bro, he's got like the weighted training gi on. Like he's completely nerfed and he's like, yeah. Still got
Like no, that's what I mean. I didn't have
He's
anything on my
Aragorn in the
profile.
middle of the tavern, and ladies flock to him. Wow.
We're the me, Jack Gorman, are the hobbits on the other table. Everyone's going past us.
So maybe Jack Gorman grow some more facial hair, get some North Face going, sit in the corner of the tab, and maybe
Take off the prompts. Most important.
Take off the
Yeah.
prompts, be
Take
mysterious.
Because knowing Gorman, they're probably pretty unhinged. They're probably pretty fucked.
I'm learning so many things actually.
Wait, what was the opener from her? Did she just send like, or was it like, why do you have no prompts, you fucking weird?
Okay, so one of my pictures was me wearing like a Spider-Man mask,
Oh,
and she wrote she
Your tune.
liked and then said, I think I have a mask kink now.
Dude. That's crazy.
sorry, I nearly rung the bell.
Time out.
Got our voice.
Have you
crazy.
done the
Oh my
Spider-Man
God.
kiss then?
Have you done the Spider-Man kiss?
Huh? Oh
Just,
no,
you know-
no. Oh no,
No.
we haven't.
You've done no mask stuff then.
No, I don't
Okay.
have the Spider-Man mask anymore.
Say
so
dead
I
ass right now. No comment.
That's fucked, man.
So ultimately, you don't think having a girlfriend lost you floating point?
No, I don't think that's what lost me.
Shit.
I think, yeah. Ultimately, I think it was just me being underprepared for Kanaji's knowledge in the matchup.
Yeah,
This guy is so good actually. Holy
Yeah.
shit.
he's actually a freak.
No, yeah, he is.
Speaking of freaks,
Are we thinking the same thing?
yeah, we are thinking the same thing.
Direct your eyes once again to the Discord. This is a question for you, Jacob Ryzuul.
Quick, fix your camera, mate.
Yeah, I don't know how to fix it, dude. I'm sorry.
Hurry up. It's your turn.
What the fuck is that? Oh, that's
That's
Seb. What's Seb doing in the?
Is there an ultimate player who could be molded into an amazing P+ player or HDR? Is there like an ultimate kid that
Anyone you've seen that has like potential in HDR and maybe translates over to P+.
Okay, I
reset your camera, love?
don't know how to do it, man. Like this.
Karate Kid.
Max touching the camera.
That's funny. Yeah. Okay. From HDR, I don't think I've played anyone from HDR that would be good at PM. Seb's obviously like okay, but I haven't played Dura. Just to clarify, I'm sure Dura would be great at PM, but I actually think Bradley and Jackson, like Jixon DD, they're really good at PM.
They have the APM, hey.
Yeah, they're good. They're good at timings and like scraps and all that stuff. Like they're familiar with like the pace of the game. They just don't have the execution just yet, or like the game plans and matchup knowledge. So I think they could be pretty good.
But that's just for HDR though.
No, that's PM.
No, that's PM. I'm just saying from the people that played in HDR, I don't think they're pretty different. I think it's more an ultimate game than PM or Melee to me anyway. But
Okay.
like I think a lot of the skills don't really transfer at this very stage in the game because all the characters are just batshit insane. So it doesn't really, it's a completely different game to me.
As a follow up, then, do you have any plans to mold a prodigy from these keys of potential that you see?
I have been playing Jix a bit in PM. I had a session with them the other day.
Ooh.
I don't think they'll play, but that'd be pretty cool.
Like your heart needs to be there, right?
Yeah, I don't want no fucking. Oh, I'll play it as for fun. It's my side game.
Yeah.
I'm not teaching you. If that's the mindset.
It's like Mr. Miyagi and Daniel LaRusso,
This is not fun. Give me 20 ledge dashes right now. Wax on, wax off.
If you miss another L cancel, we're getting fucking kicked, dog.
Wait, can you not put on auto L cancel?
Why the fuck is auto L cancel on? You fucking wuss.
Oh well,
You can learn
that's what I'm saying. If you're practicing, you should have it on. Off, sorry.
Okay.
Yeah.
True.
Is it legal in tournaments?
No, but no one really cares. Like if you're an multiplayer, we'll let you turn it on.
Okay.
There's like an undisclosed rule. That's
Yeah,
you can turn it on until you take a game. And then it's like
maybe some people do that, but most like people that enter a lot don't really care. Like we also don't think it's that vital of a mechanic. We just like pressing more buttons. That's pretty much why we keep it on. There's no like
true, actually, yeah.
There's no like
that skill.
Yeah, because I don't think I like the L cancel debate I've been seeing is like pretty silly. Like
Wait, is there an L cancel debate?
There's been huge like why L canceling is a shit mechanic. It is kind of bad to be honest, but like it's not. You can get punished for. Like, there's one argument where like if you short hop nair at someone and you get hit and get like knocked down, you'll miss your tech because you're out of tech lockout. But there's also a way to L cancel where you'll never get tech lockout. So I think that argument's pretty dumb. And then like there's just a whole bunch of shit, right? But I don't know.
I reckon your take on L canceling mechanics in P+.
Me?
Yeah.
I mean, I've played P+ a little bit, and I turned the setting off to where I had to press L, and I feel like there's a massive difference.
Yeah, there is.
It feels like a massive difference. Like I can't combo or anything.
Yeah,
I think it's a good mechanic.
Oh my man!
When I used to play Melee back in the day, because that was the first competitive game Christian and I ever played, I was like, I had no tech of any kind. I couldn't do anything. I was just like pure fundies guard. Like I'm doing like non-L cancel combos.
No, my man.
He's playing Captain Falcon, the only character that can combo without L cancels, actually.
Dude, Raptor Boost knee was just like my bread and butter.
Stomp knee still connects without
That's crazy. Yeah, that is crazy when you think about it.
Yeah.
My
and
man.
I would miss like 50% of my L cancels as well. We grinded that game actually. I have really good memories of us at Bustleton.
No, that was fun.
That was so good.
We went on a holiday down south. For people that don't know, in Perth, you can like, how would you describe down south? It's like a wineries and stuff. It's like a 3-hour
I'm sure
drive.
like Yarra Valley, like you guys have that shit.
Yeah. Okay.
I went on a holiday with Christian's family down there, and instead of us going outside, we had canoes, enjoying nature. We played Melee for like the whole 4 or 5 days.
That's sick, man. Hell yeah.
Mum and Dad just going off to wineries, going like,
"Do you boys want to come?" Nah. I do remember us eating, bro.
That's crazy.
What do you want to ask these boys next?
Oh, dude.
Dura,
This is insider info. I was at Floating Point, and people were saying, Dura, he's a bit of a silly guy. Bit of a dummy, even. Is what I was like, dude, are you serious? This guy's gameplay is so intelligent. But then you decided 10 minutes before this interview to go, do we need a webcam? And suddenly I'm not in your corner anymore, man. What's going on?
Do we need a webcam for the video interview?
How are you so like good at Smash and like do such intelligent gameplay?
And the quote was, everyone called you a fucking idiot.
So I'm actually really dumb.
No. Straight up the chin. Okay.
Oh,
That's so awesome.
but when I sorry, no, I had to get that out the way. I had to get that out
Okay.
the way.
No, they're right.
But I think because I grew up with Smash, it's kind of molded into my brain a little bit. So
Oh,
like
this
when I
makes
play
sense.
Smash, I kind of like don't really think.
So you're not like a head player, you're a heart player.
Yeah.
Dude, but some of these plays, man, they feel like they're coming straight from the noggin. Like,
Oh, that takes my absolute all to do those plays. Like after that, I'm
those
done.
they ain't gonna space themselves, you know?
Seriously.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Dude, he's like
Who's
used
playing the
up
game? He's like, to get like one neutral get up read on me.
Yeah, like in between games, he has to like recharge for some batteries somewhere. Just
No,
like,
I get it.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's actually so difficult. I feel like I can't think in that game, man.
Yeah.
So like, are you saying if we were to like battle and like
What?
if we were to compete in Super Smash Bros. And I just was like kept you on your toes, like every option was a new mix up, are you fucked or
Yeah.
like,
I've lost.
Hey, this is what Kenaji did actually.
And this is all that's
Kanaji.
starting with one note. Fucking idiot. sorry.
No.
Why did you say that Kanaji said that?
yeah, it was in Kanaji's book, man.
No, but I think outside of Smash, I'm pretty dumb. Yeah.
I was like
But
ready
you're
to like
kind of winning at life though at the same time, you know?
Yeah.
You're just making more of a point, really.
I think that's luck, but yeah.
That's that's one of your like skill points. You've like
Yeah,
obviously
you can be good at luck.
Yeah.
int is low, but luck is just like off the charts.
Yeah.
Bro's like
That's
maxed out luck.
That's sick.
Yeah, that's some more advice for Jack Gorman.
Yeah, respect, mate. Respect.
Bro's gonna go to like
Respect.
telling
Right.
Jack Gorman to respec is so funny.
we have a bit where we say like Jack Gorman's just like maxed out charisma. And, like that's all.
That's all he's
That's
got.
it. So you're telling him respect, bro?
Yeah.
It might be funny, but hey, that bed's awfully lonely at night. There's no one to tell your jokes to.
Fucking hell, man.
I have a crazy story, and I need you to confirm this is true. If this is too personal and you don't want this to go out into the world, that's okay. We can cut this. I was told you went to a tournament with hickeys all over your neck,
Oh yeah.
and you thought the gamers just didn't know what hickeys were.
Yeah.
What?
That's crazy, dude.
Who
So-
was there? Like, who knew? You know?
So Seb knew. Seb was the first person who saw it.
Immediately, Seb knew. Okay.
Yeah.
Seb works at a casino, mate. Like he's locked in. He knows.
Yeah, that's why I
actually
knew. When I saw
true.
Seb, I'm like, yeah, nah.
Yeah, he knows. He knows.
He's gonna catch me.
Over.
How
Okay.
bad were the hickeys though? Like, we talking like one little one, or we talking just like you were looking like a leopard, bro? You look
No. Oh, actually, I think Jack Gorman knew as well. I was trying to leave, and he like last minute saw me leaving.
He graduates. How?
Tell me.
I got anywhere.
Brad,
man.
you play the fuck?
What did he say?
Nah, it wasn't that bad, but it was noticeable. Like you would see it if you were talking to me.
But what did he say to you, Jack Gorman?
Oh, he said to me, like, what do you say? Yeah, he asked me like what he was trying to like get me to say what they were because he couldn't believe it. Like, he didn't actually believe it.
He's got a dartboard at home with your face on it.
Bro, he's got like the doll, like the fucking
Yeah.
the puncture them.
How's he done it again?
Punching his
Oh,
pillow.
man. Oh man, that's so fucking funny.
Alright, we need to come back.
Let's bring it back down again.
Breathing exercise, team. Breathe in. Out. Alright, and we're calm. Fun fact, when we went to TGX, me, Jared, Poppet One, and Luma, the day before, both days of the tournament, before we left, we did a meditating session.
That's so sick. Actually, that's awesome.
We literally like all sat on the couch. Jared can attest. We all sat on the couch, and like when you do like meditation class, you can't have a laugh. We were just like locked in, like when no one was making
No jokes.
Damn.
And well, maybe don't meditate. We all kind of got rinsed a bit.
I'm gonna bring that culture to Big Cheese at my B&B. We're all meditating.
We're all like a unit together, you know.
Hell yeah.
Wait, actually, that's interesting. Jacob, so you're attending Big Cheese?
I am, yeah.
That's you. So is P Plus happening at Big Cheese?
It is, yeah.
Interesting.
P Plus will be having a Big Cheese.
Interesting.
Got the wrong photo up, but you know what? Technical difficulties.
Okay, well, I mean, we'll talk later in the DMs about that one.
It's a done deal, mate. And Dura, about the non-attendance of Big Cheese, but hey, mate, best of luck with your other sponsors.
Again, if you do have any recommendations other than Bro One, we do need an ultimate rep for Big Cheese.
This is the first time I'm hearing this partnership happening again.
Well, again, it's up in the air, but you know,
we've got lots of names coming.
We're very happy with the performance.
Yeah, my DMs are open. I'll say
you're like the safe bet. You know what I mean? It's like always putting something on like.
I'm like interest that never diminishes. Yeah.
Okay.
It's like betting. It's like betting against the West Coast Eagles this season. It's always a safe bet to go for the other team. Like that's what we're doing with you, man. We can still walk away with a win. And
that's so. Dude, I'm gonna lose at Big Cheese now.
Who's going? Like, do you guys?
It's probably gonna be about the same as Floating Point in terms of the stackness, just because, like, all the PM guys are a bit older. They have jobs, you know. They can't travel as much. So
okay.
The rest of the tournaments this year aren't probably going to be that stacked. Maybe one of the Rannies will be pretty big, but outside of that, I think it's next best player there's probably Kaiser. Maybe I'm not entirely or Microsoft J. I'm not sure.
If Chapos randomly showed up in form, how scared would you be?
Not at all.
Oh shit! Okay. We got to scrap that sponsorship then, real quick.
He was good. He was good. I respect him.
Okay.
I have a lot of confidence in myself.
Okay. No. Yeah. True. And that's why we love you, man. That's why you're getting the DMs upcoming, and that's why maybe Dura's DMs will be a little bit dry. So that's
mate.
Right.
Actually, don't move like that, bro. He's actually he's owning life right now.
No, he is actually.
Actually, we're not sponsoring you based on just personal life decisions that kind of contradict what Chris and I believe. You've got a girlfriend, we can't get one. I like that we say we as if we would share a collective girlfriend.
That's fun. That's insane. The Chef and Keutz podcast, like they're sponsored as well. Like the
bro, I get a package deal. You get it Mondays, Tuesdays, Wednesdays. I get it Friday, Saturday.
I want the weekend.
Dude, this is insane. This is insane.
No, this is actually crazy.
Dude, Jiro, I'm gonna say when I was like talking about side of you, I remember I instantly, like, when we made the deal, I went into like the LJE chat and I was like, you're not gonna guess who I just fucking signed. And they're like, who? I was like, just got Dura. And they're like, what the fuck? And they're like, how did you do it? How did you do it? I was like, I sent him a message. And then he responded.
It was simple as that.
Wait, was this Cloudy?
No, this is me signing Dura.
No,
I
this is-
told
oh,
LJ Esports.
LJ.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Cloudy also told me he was trying to sponsor Dura at Floating Point, and you guys got him first.
I want to pull up the message I sent to Dura. So I've like obviously had interactions with Dura. I've never sent him a message on Discord.
Yeah.
This was the opening message. Hey mate, how would you like to take part in a once in a lifetime opportunity to be something bigger than yourself? I don't know if you've heard the rumors, but the Keutz podcast are expanding our horizons and moving into the esports world. This will be a one-time offer just for Floating Point. We just had great success at the Arcadian with ScoBoat. And how does this sound? Keutz podcast esports Dura. Rolls off the tongue, right? Wait, don't you have a sponsor? Oh, nah, bro. Fuck. I didn't realize he already had a sponsor. So I done this whole
It worked, mate.
and this whole paragraph, and I go, wait, he sponsored my Panic. And then he was like, Brian, I need the money.
I'll take it.
No,
I'll take
literally.
Did they ultimately mind that we took a partnership deal in you?
Did they what?
Mind that we were like a partnership with them?
Like,
with
did they
you?
care at all, or what?
Oh, no, they didn't mind.
I was gonna say it's an OS organization, bro. Like, come on. Like, come on.
I mean, just to like get it on the records, we did pay the best and showed the most support out of the 3 sponsors that Dura had that weekend. So if anyone's looking for signing, just hit us up. You know, we pay well and we breed winners. Unless your name's Dura.
Yeah.
Dude, you're ripping into it. You're mad.
man.
Oh.
Does Kenaji have a sponsor?
I don't know, actually. Interesting. Something to look into later.
Something to look into.
Wait, actually, though, speaking of Kenaji Dura, like, I understand that we don't have to get into it too much. If it's too much, we can have a safe word. You can say Apple whenever you want.
Apple. Okay.
Yeah, but with Kenaji, were you like thinking this guy's going to win the whole thing, or was it just a problem matchup for you? Like, at what point during bracket were you like, oh shit, Kenaji might win this thing?
Oh, fuck my bad, blood.
Oh no, it was like before the major where I was scared.
Oh, dang! Wait,
yeah.
what seed? Do you remember what seed he was? Was he 2nd seed?
No, he was 4th seed.
I was just the fingers are a bit slow, but they weren't coming up.
They were just loading.
They were loading. They weren't coming up.
Bro had the circle like on the fucking thing.
Oh, that's right, Jackson. Yeah, that was a rough one.
Press F.
God damn.
Was who's that seed? Was it Didi?
Yeah, it was Didi. Yeah.
Yeah,
Didi
okay.
also copped it pretty hard.
Dude. Oh my god.
Holy
Hey, you know
hell.
what? We're making a lot of fun of you, mate, but you still did well to get 2nd at a major.
Yeah, actually, on the down low, I'm not upset with the performance whatsoever.
We'd happily sign you again.
Yeah.
It's all been a bluff.
Please take us back. We were just joking.
Hey, man.
I appreciate
all good,
it.
bro.
I know we're not known for making too many jokes, but this one was.
Please.
No, yeah, I appreciate it.
So, yeah, that's crazy. So you just like, you're just like this guy, like you beat him at Bambi, like he's going to come back swinging.
Yeah, because I think like Shulk and Snake as well, just being characters that no one else really plays at a level that he does, makes it really hard for me to like practice. But there's a lot of clouds that at least obviously are not at my level, but are like he can like practice against Cloud to know the timings for things, and the biggest one being like hitting him off stage and killing him, which is basically what Kenaji did to me the whole set with Shulk, just hitting me off stage and killing me at like
down smash, mate. What are you gonna do?
I played Kenaji once, man.
Oh, the Shulk.
Mate, I was lost, bro. he got from Shulk to Snake, and I thought it'd be better. I got a torn a new one. He's like, "Did you get really fun?" I'm like, just like cartoon been blown up, like thanks, man.
the hair all back.
Do you have any more questions before we wrap it up? Or
I think I'm satisfied with what we've talked about. We've had, we've lived, we've laughed, we've loved,
and we've learned.
We've actually learned a lot as well. Personally, on my end, I'm all good.
Do you guys have any questions for us?
Oh, let's turn it on you guys, actually. Any questions while you're like in the call with the big wigs?
For the guys that made this major happen for you?
Yeah, I'll just say it straight up, man. Do you want to just do the deal now? Do you want to
Playing hardball. Wow.
It's gonna go.
Like Shark Tank, it's like offers on the table, take it now, or I'm out.
Wow. I mean, this is something you would, I feel like, discuss with Jacob, if anything.
Oh, Jacob, mate.
Yeah, what's up?
Welcome back to the team, mate. Welcome back to the team. You're mate. Best of luck in your future endeavors. And we're going to sign off here and go back to ourselves in the studio. See you later, boys.
Thanks for having us.
Thank you so much. Boom. Thank you. That's how we start our segments now. Thank you so much to Dura and Ryzuul for coming on the show and being good sports.
Great sports.
About all the shit we were throwing. And little shout out to the PM community. A lot of love and respect, and hope you know that was a joke.
Whoopsie daisies.
We obviously
Past
think
Keutz and
more
Chef,
of
a
you.
little bit rough. Not gonna lie.
Yeah, no, we'll just go have a little bit of fun.
Just joshing.
I mean, we all like having fun, don't we? Making good fun. Please do not leave a dead horse head in our beds.
What?
Mafia style, baby.
Oh,
Godfather
reference.
Well, now I'm trying to talk them up like they're all cool and mysterious, and maybe they would do that if you crossed them.
Interesting.
Probably not. They would.
It's
Probably
a very
just,
tight knit community. Isn't
probably
it?
just put auto L cancel on or some shit. I don't know.
That would be awesome. I would love that.
No, forfeit a game actually. Anyways, on the topic of Keutz and Chef podcast esports, the company, the business was struck with some unfortunate luck.
Oh, dude.
I was struck with some unfortunate luck. Now, a few fraudulent actions had taken place on my own personal card, aka the company card for Keutz and Chef Podcast Esports. Jared, if you would, can you please pull up the DMs I shared in a private Discord?
Don't pull up evidence, not exhibit
my
A.
friends.
Oh my god.
Now, pull your attention to DMs. I have said my bank account has been hacked. Oh, face. Not the KOS one, thank God. Christian immediately with a wait, what? How? I go on to explain how money's just been leaking out from my account, and I was so busy running the Rambat, I didn't get a chance to stop it.
And then you were
Christian-
working that day as well.
And I was working an 8-hour shift. I had a
You've
chance.
refused to leave the shift as well.
And Christian said, ain't no way you're just going to watch money drain out of your account. You'll be losing money faster than earning it. And Christian goes on to say, bro, it's just Dura ordering Ubers on Keutz.
I can't believe I said that.
As a joke. As a joke. Now, ladies and gentlemen, there is some truth to that statement that Christian made. However, it wasn't Dura ordering $70 Ubers and $50 Ubers to my account. It was my partner in crime, Christian Curry. With 13 skull reacts, he realised that my card was on his Uber.
Whoopsie daisies.
And for the whole Sydney trip, Christian had been using my card, and he went on joyrides. He's taking everyone around. He's saying, don't worry, guys, I've got this one covered.
That's not true.
That is
That's
dead.
not
That is
true.
literally dead ass true. You were the amount of Ubers you ordered. You must have been going. Don't worry, guys. This one's on me. Just pay me back.
It wasn't on me either. Like it was like, all right, fine. I'm just gonna order the Uber. No one else is. Taking charge, tribal leader energy, almost. You know, just like
You wanted to take charge,
yes.
and yet somehow I was still taking
I
charge.
had no idea what was going on
Mate,
whatsoever.
just stay behind the pack.
Yeah.
This was a tweet Christian made after discovering the information.
Pretty good tweet.
Pull it.
Pretty proud of this one. Love that filter.
Just found out I've been ordering all my Ubers on Keutz's card. # company card. #
Infinite money glitch.
A big 74 liker for Christian. To me,
Huge.
that's probably about 180 likes. But
Huge.
hey, well
for
done,
me.
Christian.
Yep.
Using my likeness and card to farm likes.
Don't say likeness like all of a sudden you're talking libel or something like that.
You were
Jeez.
getting sued. No. Not at all.
Thank you. Not at all.
So due to these fraudulent actions, I nearly had to close. Like, it was an ordeal. My dad was yelling at me.
Dad took all the money out of your account, right?
Dad took all the money out my account. I had no money. I was going off just cash I had laying around. There was talks of the card getting cancelled and maybe the bank account. Like, how far have they gone?
Yeah.
How long has it been occurring? And you know what's quite funny, actually?
Those are still valid questions.
The question, how long had it been occurring? Because we'd sort of
Why?
squashed that it wasn't a hacker
Yes.
of malicious intent. It was Christian's blissful ignorance.
And the question remains, why am I ordering Ubers on Keutz's card? Obviously, I've got Keutz's card in my Uber app for some reason.
Why is it there?
I'm assuming some night out.
But why would we put mine on your
I
account?
have no idea.
Is it maybe perhaps, Christian, that
Maybe
your-
you were ordering the Uber that night and it was like your phone died.
Or perhaps maybe my phone died and your card expired.
Well, yeah, obviously that's why it was. I was going to get to that anyways,
is
man. but-
Right. Christian's card had expired
And it expired like a month ago.
in late July. Christian's card had expired.
That is the tick over of the month.
The tick over.
So it wasn't late July, it was early July it expired.
Oh, my bad.
Yeah, went through all of July and half of August.
On Dan. And you know what's funny? During this period, we're splitting Ubers. Like, we're sharing the thing. It's like, Christian's like, I'll get this one. And I'm like, I'll get the one back then. I'm getting charged twice.
Dan's getting every
all
single
on
one,
me.
apparently.
And Christian's like, oh, can you send me $10 for that Uber? Yeah, no worries, cuz. I'm paying 1.5 for the Uber. Because not only is it my money, I'm then sending him half the full price to cover what's coming out
If
my
I'm
car.
wait, did that? I feel like I never ask you for money for Ubers.
I usually try and pay.
Shit.
That's now what I'm scared about.
Yeah, shit. All right. Well, what's the damage?
And you know what's crazy, actually?
How much do I owe you?
You know
man?
what's crazy? Just before we get to that.
Okay.
Like, we're all sitting here, we're having a laugh at you.
Oh my god.
How fucking dumb am I that since early July,
Yeah, that's concerning.
I have just no idea
Genuinely concerning.
that money is leaking out my account.
Yeah.
The ship is sinking and I'm just paddling. I'm going, nah, this is all good. Feet are a bit wet. That's weird. Keep on paddling.
What was the? Was it literally floating point when you realized? Because it was like all of a sudden the spending just ramped
You know
up.
what the notification said as well? $70 Uber Sydney. I was like,
Wait, Sydney. And you didn't,
I was like, this bastard's in Sydney.
penny didn't even drop.
I was like, this bastard's in Sydney. I want to get Christian, sick him, get Christian to get him.
Can I
on
just
his-
clarify? It was so funny. We were calling a lot because I was like just traveling, and I remember being on the phone to Keutz, and he's explaining like, yeah, this guy ordered like a $70 Uber last night, and that's in my head when I went, huh. See, I think I ordered a pretty expensive Uber last night.
Christian's like 70? That's insane. That's like Sydney prices.
Yeah. And then I was like, I'll keep that in my head and I'll check that out later. That's a bit weird. And then as this is happening, I'm sitting at a bus stop and I go, yeah, fuck this. I'm going to order an Uber.
Who waits for buses these days?
Like literally this is taking so long. I'm just going to order an Uber.
Christian
$14
checks-
chop. That's fine, mate. I think it was even 10 maybe.
Christian's like, yeah, $14, chop my phone.
And Dan goes,
You are not going to believe this. How could it be?
I think you messaged the Discord and you were like, no, he's still going.
No, it's still happening.
Still, I still didn't click with me just yet. It
Christian
like
in
took
the
an extra
Uber.
like 5 minutes of
Christian,
sussing
you
it
go,
out.
man, this is terrible. Oh, poor Dan. No.
Who killed Hannibal? Oh
we
my God.
are something else.
Dumb and Dumber over here. Fucking hell.
So,
Yeah, how much do I-
we tallied it up. The price on everyone's mind is that Christian owes me about $450.
That's so bad.
Nearly half a band.
That's so bad.
He owes me half a band
Oh my
of
god.
Ubers. I don't know if Christian's car, his license got suspended from early July. Why he was ordering $450 worth of Ubers, Lord knows. How many Ubers do we all spend in a year?
I got car
Rather not
repayments,
think about
actually.
that. You know, hold up. This is something, you know, maybe we all got to be a bit more aware of our Uber spending. If this is from early July to like September,
Got month and a half.
how much money are we all spending on Ubers?
Yeah, it's crazy.
Let's keep that in mind, team.
Majority of that is definitely from
Maybe the
Floating Point.
walk home from the city doesn't sound so bad.
Yeah. Stretch those legs a bit.
Anyway, 450 is on the table.
Unreal.
That is how much money Christian has owed me. However, I'm a fair man. I like to think that I'm very fair.
This is such a good idea.
Big Cheese coming up next week.
Big Ched.
Now,
And I owe you some Big Ched, mate.
now, a certain amount of time has passed to the point where, because I do a commerce degree, pretty much a certain amount of time has passed now where the $450 Christian owes me, it's not like I've like, it's like boy math right now.
Yeah.
It's like if Christian gives me that $450 now, I see that as like a positive. Like it's like
I've gifted you that money.
I've been gifted $450
Yes.
because it's just been like leaked out. You
I
know?
could just buy you an epic present.
Like I don't need that $450. I want it, but I don't need it.
Yeah.
But my good friend Christian Curry here, he will be out of pocket $450 because of a little mistake. And as the fair man I am, I suggested the idea of the roulette wheel.
Run it.
Big Cheese. We walk up to the Cass. We go in with mics on. They don't know what's going on. We're sober as a skunk. All business. All black. Right? In the suits.
Are we going to have to bring suits?
No. We'll just dress...
I actually think it's kind of awesome if we bring bow tie suit, though.
I don't own one. Maybe that $450 I can spend on one.
Pull up in the tux.
But we're going to go up to the roulette wheel. We're going to pick a colour. Red or black. We don't know yet. And we're going to put all the money Christian owes me on one colour.
Yep.
If we lose, Christian loses $450. I earn nothing. We walk away, even Stevens. We've both lost a lot of money. If we win. Now, this is where the ratio comes. You would think, boys, wouldn't you do a 50-50 ratio? This is what Christian thought initially. No, we're not doing that. Because Christian owes me $450.
I owe him money.
So if we do $450 split, Christian gives me $450. I'm now even. I've neither lost or gained money. Christian's just then profited $450.
I've just gained money.
He's learnt nothing from his mistake. He's gone, I've just earned $450 for nothing. So we've decided on a fair split. 75% to 25%. Because keep in mind, these are Ubers.
I've been mulling this over, actually. 100-0, you get everything.
No.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
Why?
Because I just owe you money. It's just dumb for me not to just...
But then this way...
No, 100-0.
But you've already spent the Ubers, like that money's gone. You can still get 25% of your gamble. You can still get like a couple
hundred. I
hundred.
think the adrenaline of winning will be enough. Experiences that I gain.
So I could potentially go up $900.
Priceless. Yeah.
So you can...
Oh, wait, all of a sudden you're like really nervous and care? You're like, no, actually, I don't want to do it.
Oh, God, the thing is right now...
No?
Okay, the camera's...
No, what was that?
Expecting that. So...
We've had this camera angle the whole podcast, and that's the moment when Jared whips it out. Are you serious?
Wait, there's two. Did he pick that one or this one?
He picked this one.
Oh, no, my Google's
and
going off.
The annoying thing is that...
So the thing is...
I've been ready for that camera angle for so long, by the way. And he's just not whipped it out at all. Anyways, the thing is...
Hold up. Oh, I actually hard
Stop.
Just like a smash set, I've hard read Jared on that one. Yeah, so... Wait, you're just going to give me all the profits then?
Yeah, mate.
Fuck.
I think it's only fair, right?
So if you would like to go...
Maybe you can order the Uber there, though.
Maybe you can order it on my card.
Yeah.
So if... This is now, because this is going to be... It's a pretty big ordeal. We're putting... $500 pretty much on a gamble. This, I'm going to call it right now, probably not an open invitation. We would love to have everyone there, but it does look weird if we got...
Needs to be very low key.
It does look weird if we got 50 people standing around a roulette wheel.
Absolutely.
So this will be a close invite for close friends, but like I said, we will be mic'd up. We will be taking you all on this experience with us. An experience that will right the wrongs of past Christians.
Can I just say that it wasn't intentional, obviously?
No, that's why I was going to split it with you.
That's okay.
Because we all make... But no, that's 100.
100. What was I thinking? 50-50? Get a grip.
That's... By the way, we had off screen, a few weeks ago when I brought this idea, we had an intense conversation about the 50-50 split that I was like... I don't think Christian... It just kind of went over his head that he didn't realise that I would be making even and Christian would just be profiting $400.
But you've admitted as well that you would feel like you profit that money. Technically, you're breaking even, but it would feel like a profit.
Yeah, but that's why I prefaced it with boy math.
Yeah, boy math.
I was like, boy math.
I was boy mathing so hard.
You were.
Oh my God.
But check that out, Big Cheese. We will be doing that, hopefully.
Big things coming.
Big things coming. Jared won't be there to produce it, unfortunately. But hey, you know what? We're two smart cookies. We'll figure something out.
Yes, we will.
But that is the end of the show. We hope you enjoyed it. Definitely a bit of a long one.
I can't believe Jared pulled the angles out of the end. That's so dumb.
That's so funny.
I was waiting.
Like I said, new things,
so
man, new
smug.
things. I wanted to preface this before, but
I looked the wrong way. No.
I wanted to preface this before, but I'm going to say it at the end. But you've already at the end of the podcast. Well, hope you've enjoyed. Let us know if you enjoyed the new segments. We'll see you at Big Cheese. Best luck to all the gamers. Can't wait to hang out with you again.
Miss you all so much.
Are we done?
I think